Skadoogie!
Welcome to episode 27 of Dice Legends. Strap yourself in. We got a big episode today. I would not be surprised if we have a character death.
What?
Are you being serious?
I am being totally serious.
Oh, the big time.
Why are you going to say this right now?
I actually feel sick now.
Do you mean these?
Before we get into it any further, let us roll the scene setter.
Oh!
It has been 1,000 years since the first king of Aratai forged a mythical sword and united the warring tribes around him. But he was slain by his closest friend, known to history as the Betrayer. The Betrayer was condemned to a 300-year-long death, and the mythical sword disappeared from history. But now, 4 town guards have recovered the sword at a time when the forces of darkness, of undeath and savagery yet again threaten to destroy not only their city, but everything they hold dear. This is the story of the heroes of Aratai. Whoa! Poor guys. Sorry about that. Okay.
Right.
You're not sorry.
Before we get into our episode, we want to thank all our followers, all our subscribers,
Yeah.
all of our Patreons for supporting us. You keep the lights on. You inspire our souls.
Yes.
We also want to thank our sponsors. We got 2 sponsors today that we want to talk about. First is Bespoke Boutique.
What's up, he spoke?
Let's show off some stuff, shall we?
Yeah, we should.
Look at these beautiful custom-made books that we've got made here from Bespoke Boutique. Look, we've got. Who's this beautiful guy here?
It's you. It's Sully.
Sully!
Is
You're
it?
gonna lose your character sheet again. This has saved my butthole. Like,
Yeah.
I always lose it. You just put all your stuff in there.
Exactly. Oh, is that a spell list?
Yo, no, is this a treasure and like inventory list? Yes.
Yes, it is.
It
And
is.
there's so many pages for notes. Gorgeous.
I love
Come to
this.
stickers.
And maybe if you're not like Ronnie, who just chooses to roll his dice on the floor, you can roll your dice on these lovely
Matt.
Nice, that feel.
It feels so like hugging air.
It smells like I'm winning. Like it smells like if you rolled your dice on this, you'd roll 20s all the time. You know what I mean?
Only one way to find out.
Thanks, Bespoke Boutique. Our second sponsor are 9 Realms Gaming, who make
Nine.
incredible handcrafted wooden TTRPG accessories, including warrior vaults, and they've got dice towers, dice trays, DM screens, a selection of exquisite timber that you can choose for. And for our followers, our viewers, if you put in Legenz 10 at checkout, you get a 10% discount.
Whoa!
So thanks to so much for our subscribers.
Let's go.
I mean our sponsors. You know what I mean.
Let's go.
Oh, I think that's it. Is it?
It sounds good to me.
It must be.
The other now, something I mentioned in chat just before is we are giving away Turon's Mini. If people can guess which player characters that have been in one-shots are going to tie in to this week's episode. Whoever gets it right will win Turon. We will send this figure anywhere in the world.
Oh,
But you
even
only-
Antarctica?
Even Antarctica.
Wow.
But you only have till the end of the titles to put your guesses into the chat, which means you've got about 30 seconds.
Oh my God. Go.
You ready? Because it's time to roll the
Get
titles.
them titles.
Ooh, okay. Now, we are, I think it's time for a recap from last week. And it's Ronnie's turn.
Oh yeah.
But Ronnie we haven't prepped Ronnie at all.
Did you watch it?
I believe in you. There was a lot that happened.
You know what? Just like have fun with it, you know? Let's give you some pointers.
Whatever happens on the other side of it, we're going to be here.
Remind me where.
We're going to be here.
Quick bullet points. Quick bullet points for Ronnie.
Well, that's just us doing the recap.
Okay. Let's just give a hint of where we started.
Okay.
We battled some demons.
We started, we were in a cart riding on up to the palace.
Yeah?
That's right.
Chester was there.
And Chester was with us because we had Rob with us.
Bad stealthing.
That's right. We'll get there. And then we ended up in.
Declan, roll the music.
3.
Oh my gosh! And we started. Okay, we started, and we're in the wagon, and we're making our way making our way up to the castle. Declan was with us, who was. Sorry,
Rob.
a guy called Chester was with us, and he accompanied us. We ended up meeting the Queen. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, we had to recuperate. We needed to see what the game plan is moving forward. And then the mission was we found out there was some sort of evilness that was occurring underneath a little park nearby, a grove, I think it was called. And then so we decided to investigate.
But before that,
there was a.
In the palace itself.
Oh yes, something like some sort of deity came out of nowhere. It came out of the floor. It was an evil Casimir. It was my dad. Oh, damn it, I saw my dad. I didn't really recognize my dad because he doesn't look anything like me. Anyway, we tried to banish him. He really kicked our butts. He vanished off. Then we decided, okay, sweet, we need to go look for the source of the evil.
So
we found it underneath the grove.
5 minutes.
Oh my gosh. And then we saw the guy that I almost killed, and he wasn't really. He was an evil thingy, and then we attacked it. He killed it, and then did we go down?
Yeah, you went into like a
Little hole.
Into a hole. That's right. And then we got there, and then there was bodies. There's bodies everywhere. That's right. And then more children of Tila came up, and then we bam. There was stalactites, and I was thinking, why shouldn't we zap that and then kill them? But we didn't. We just burnt it, and then
What were they protecting?
and then we were protecting.
Not an esophagus.
No, it wasn't. It was a sarcophagus.
Yes.
And who does the sarcophagus belong to? My dad. It could be my dad.
Say,
Yeah.
but we've got some ideas.
Yeah.
wow.
Yes.
Roll the titles again. Go ready.
That was mate. Good stuff.
Thanks,
It's
team.
not leaving.
Yeah, you keep that.
I'm gonna do this, but just
Yeah,
one more.
hang on
because
the
it's
ground.
Awesome practice for the next time you do it.
Yeah. Ravi might take it if she ever shows up again.
Yeah. Hey, as you'll notice, Raylene's not here. You okay there? Raylene's going to be joining us in just a moment. But that's because our first scene does not take place with our normal 4 heroes of Aratai. And the camera finds Alabaster and Yasmin on the scent. Alabaster, in dog form, has followed a sulfurous brimstone smell to the doors of the Arcane Academy, where young people are trained in the arcane arts. You've reached the front doors, which are currently closed. They are broad double doors, wrought with oaken doors, but they have wrought iron hinges against them. The city around you is in chaos. There are shouts, there's screams everywhere. You can faintly hear from the north the sounds of war. The sounds of the catapults, rocks smashing against the walls of the city, cries of people in battle. But Alabaster, in mastiff form, has followed the smell to the double doors of the Arcane Academy.
Woo!
What do you smell, boy?
Woo!
Oh, absolutely. I see that. Shall we go in?
Woo!
All right. Yasmin knocks on the door. You! Housekeeping!
After a brief 20 seconds, a voice is heard on the other side saying, "Who is it?"
This is Yasmin from the housekeeping brigade in Aratai. We're just here to pick up your sheets. With my dog.
We have our sheets are Cleaned in
Now,
house,
now
thank
listen
you.
to me, son. You have not tried cheats until you've tried Aratai 30.
Be gone! And the voice disappears.
Yasmin knocks down the door. She kicks the door open.
You try to smash the door open.
Yeah. With an 18 plus my strength, which is 3.
You smash the door. You hit the door.
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking to you, sir.
It does not open.
Oh.
You
Oh, no, I
collect. You
okay.
collect brilliantly, but there's like a shimmer of light, and your foot doesn't. Your foot stops like 3 centimeters away from the door, and there's this ripple where the impact happens.
Oh man, Yasmin can just feel that like come all the way up her hip and hit to her hip bone. She goes, oh, there is some kind of situation going on with this door.
Woo. Can Alabaster sniff at the magic that's here? He's pretty arcanely attuned.
Do it.
Here it goes. My character sheet is down here. Ooh, it's a 9, so it's probably not especially good. It is 9 plus 3, 12.
Okay. It seems to be some kind of protective warding is on the door.
Can we have a wee look if there's any other way of getting into this building apart from the door?
Yes, there are windows way up high.
Right, how do you feel if I throw you in the window?
Got any more like soft looking creatures up your sleeve there?
At this point, Alabaster kind of like right. You were saying?
Throw you through the window.
Throw me through the window. You are pretty strong. I could get a boost up. Can I just try one more time?
Absolutely.
Boom, boom, boom.
Meanwhile, inside the building, Ronnie, can you please describe what your character looks like?
Older gentleman, aged from war, quite reserved in nature, but yes, about maybe 6'2", well-round built, shoulders, but you could see that, after years of war, it's taken a toll on his body, so he's he's pretty much hasn't picked up a sword in a while. Still good with it.
Okay. Inside the Arcane Academy, the pupils are on high alert. Everyone's on high alert. And you've been asked to carry your sword and shield with you at all times. I'd like you to make a perception roll.
4.
Okay. Thank you. Very good. I want to go back to the other two.
This trail that we're on, are we under the presumption that these people might be trying to hide something from us?
You follow the trail, this brimstone sulfurous trail,
Is there a reason why we followed it in the first place?
because brimstone and sulfur sounds are directly connected with the demons that are at large in the city.
Okay, brimstone's off, so we're looking for demons.
Good morning, morning, afternoon, whichever it is. Alabaster looks at the sun.
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Look, we are investigators, and to be honest with you, we suspect that there's something foul within these doors. If you cooperate, it will give us the presumption that you are not collaborating, so open the doors, please.
The timing of that is perfect, because just as you finish that sentence, a scream rends the air.
You should have put me through the window.
All right, come on.
Ronnie. A scream sounds from the dining hall. You're not far away. What you doing, buddy?
Oh no. here I am thinking I was going to have just a nice relaxing day. I'm going to make it, he's going to make his way towards the hall.
You start running towards the
said.
hall.
Yep.
Great, thank you. You run towards the hall. The rest of you, you don't need to run. You're just running. Now, you guys, you said this, and someone on the other side of the door goes, "Oh no! And the shimmer goes down. The door opens up, and a man, old, wrinkled, withered, with a stoop, looks at you and says, "Okay, go."
Alabaster tries to hone in on that scent again.
Okay, make a perception roll.
Yes. Plus that, 15.
15, it is straight ahead. Ronnie, what's your character's name?
Timoteo.
Timoteo.
Ooh.
Timoteo.
I like
You
that.
run into the dining hall where a spread has just been set up. You come in from the front. And people are running around in panic. A feast is just started, and
That angel
perched
thing.
on one of the tables with its talons in one of the tutors is a creature of shadow and nightmare. What you doing?
Oh, Timoteo sees the beast. And a bit of goosebumps start formulating on the back of his neck and his arms, and he knows he's not going to be able to take it on by himself. So he's gonna want to run, and he's gonna upheave this to create a barrier.
Go for it.
Oh.
Making some cover. I like that.
Just,
20! I mean, 20.
good. So what are you wanting to do with that 20 roll?
20.
So like to just flip it up. That's cool.
Sweet.
You can just have done that.
Sweet.
Keep the 20. I'll allow you to keep that for your very next roll. And while we're here, can you put some chairs around for me?
Yep.
Let's see if it sees you. This is the tutor that it is feasting on. A well-dressed gentleman with a cane and a top hat.
He just yells out,
And there are
Alabaster.
there are
No,
3
it's
children in the room. Okay, Alabaster, Yasmin,
We're running.
you're
Yep.
running.
We're running to try and get to the commotion.
So you run, and there is a big double door at the end, and which is open, and then you enter.
Nice.
So we have Yasmin, and we have Alabaster. The creature flies over to you. Timoteo, is that what your name is?
Timoteo.
Timoteo.
Tail.
Rush flies over to you and attacks.
Uh-oh.
Shows how unprepared I was. I don't even have my dice out.
Oh.
He didn't think he was going to attack this episode.
Natural 20.
Oh, I got it. It's 22.
11 points of damage as fingers rake across you. These 3 students run. This one runs over here and starts to open that door. These 2 run to that door and open it up. Okay, we're now up to you.
And then, so Timoteo, after getting struck by the beast, he raises his shield and he swipes at his feet.
Okay.
Yep.
Of that.
Take. With a 4.
You can keep your 20. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yep, you hit.
Take that, foul beast.
Ooh. Yep.
What kind of sword is that?
D8 plus 3.
Oh, nice. Take these for a sec, buddy.
How many hits?
You
1, 2.
roll 2 because you crit.
Oh, yep. 7 plus 3, 10.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Alabaster.
Which one's mine? Yeah. Alabaster Timotel sees overhead a great big brown ball fly over his head. And he clashes with the monster on the table. Alabaster's a big brown bear. And then it bites.
What?
Yeah, that's right. And then bites attacks the foul beast. 16.
You hit.
Yes. Excellent. So, 8 points of damage. But what's this? This bear has multiple attacks.
Oh!
That's right. And then, with a great big claw, it slashes at this demon. You naughty demon. Yeah. Ooh, that's a 12.
Okay. No.
Oh.
How much was your first claw?
8.
8. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, load the crossbow, take a shot
No problem.
at the beast. 16.
16. Yes.
Love that.
Oops, I just placed it down. There's just a 4 of damage, and then as my action, I'm going to, can I run and jump as an action?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to run up to the bear and then crawl up the back and kind of try and flip onto the back of the wings there.
Oh my word. Hit me with an athletics roll.
Oh, that's quite bad. That's, what's my athletics? Oh, 7! 8, 9, 10?
10.
Yes. You had 7, mate. That's
You jump on top of the bear, but it's not enough to get on top of the winged
That's
beast.
totally fair.
Mate, I think you have extra attack. Oh, no, you're
I just
level
have,
4.
I just have action surge.
And from where you are, you can see
Sorry.
the person who's been feasted on that is still alive and groaning, and you can see a greasy pig in front of you. You can see a couple of children, and one of them shouts out, "Fia, that door is locked! Come over here! Fia, come over here!" And this child here runs through, and this little girl goes, runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The beast in front, it goes.
Oh, damn.
It goes, and these shadowy, like vaporous clouds of shadow bloom out from it. Anyone within a 15-foot radius of it, 1, 2, 3. Had moved over there, out of range. The 2 kids are out of range, but all of you are in range. Make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14. You're
4.
oh,
23.
3.
2 fails, and 1.
Beer. Nah, he's still bad.
You are okay. Thank you. You are. Can you write poison on your character?
Yep.
You both
Am I
take.
good?
Yeah, you take 6 points damage.
Oh, poisoned.
Okay, and that's its turn. No, it flies up into the air.
What?
It launches itself up into the air, and all 3 of you can make an opportunity attack as
You
it does
bet.
so.
18.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Poisoned? Disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Oh! The first one's an 18.
My first one's
The
a 12.
second one is a 20. I'll take the 23.
Got 10.
9 points of damage on my 18.
You hit. So Yasmin hits, and so
Yeah, we do a
does
combination
Alabaster.
attack.
And we twist around each other.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
shoot at the same time.
That's right.
Roll your damage then.
9.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my claw. Clawza. It is a plus. Ooh yeah. It's a 10.
Youch! Okay, you guys are ripping into this thing.
Ugh.
It's now flying. It's above you in the air. Lona. I'm not Lona. Tamateo.
Timotel.
Timotel.
And looks over and goes, "You 2, handle the beast. I'm going to go after the kids." And then, yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to try and kick this. Oh, actually, I'm going to try and guide this one. Come with me! Oh, and then I can't really move after that, eh?
You only made 5. How many?
If you want to, you can do like a. What are we gonna say? She's small enough for you to carry.
Okay.
I'll say you can move an additional. You can grab her.
Yo.
And that'll count as 2 of your movements, so you can do another 4 squares.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, buddy. 4.
Okay, great. Nice work. Okay, Alabaster.
Bite. 24.
It's high in the air. It's high in the air. How you gonna bite it?
Tell me later.
The bear, how high in the air is it?
It's a good 3 meters above you.
Okay, great. The bear walks over to this table and then scoops it up with one bear paw and then like twirls around discus style and hits the whole table at the bear.
Okay, still backpacking.
Yeah.
We're used to this. I've got really good grip strength.
And big furry back.
Yeah.
I'm right in there.
You're right.
Entangled into the fur. Yeah.
We've been on the job together for
Are we well now?
we're a while now.
All right.
Nice.
You
Good
probably
for
can't see that on the screen, but it is up in the okay.
So, table, greasy pig, fly through the air at this thing.
Okay, you're not proficient with table, but you can use your strength.
Okay.
Nice.
And you know what? It's a dirty big thing. You have disadvantage normally, but I'm gonna give you advantage. Just a normal attack,
All right.
but no proficiency, just your strength.
You got it. 13. I'm not gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, the greasy pig, the table go flying through the air. It deftly moves out of the way as it splats on the wall and slides down to the ground, leaving a grease stain above.
Can I piggyback on that action?
Okay, what do you want to do?
Can I like
Ride the table.
almost like
Jump
as
off
the
it.
table goes around, I'm doing that whole step.
Yeah.
Leap with my sword towards the beast
Mate.
and like I slash in the air.
I've got an extra attack.
Oh.
I've got multiple attack. I'm gonna throw 2 tables.
Okay.
Nice.
So the bear just like swivels,
That was
throws
a
one
distraction.
table, and then throws another table, and creates like
Okay.
a runway.
Nice.
Oh! Yes! Let's go! Really?
I have
So
this
it's
table
two
to the air.
tables that kind of
Yes.
Dish.
I think a thrown table is 2d6 damage.
Yeah, great.
Nice.
Plus strength is 9.
Nice.
Okay, and now here comes
And as
Yasmin.
the beast is getting whacked with the tables, I use this to run across the table. I draw my sword and I slash at one of its wings to disable its flight.
Come on.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8. Well, hang on, what do I use for
That's the
that?
athletics.
Oh, athletics. +7!
Yeah.
Oh,
Dirty
that's like
20.
Dirty 20.
So you do it. You're in the air.
Nice, and then I'm going to roll for a hit.
Roll the hit.
No.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Yeah.
15 plus 5, dirty 20.
You land it.
Woo, let's go. 8, so 3, 4, 6 damage. It's okay. It's okay. It was
I
fun.
love that. That was
Wing
so
off? Is the
cinematic.
wing?
The wing is not gone, but
That
it
was
has.
some Avengers stuff there. Just
That was fun.
So you don't chop the whole wing off, but
Right, but
you
I have to.
slice. Like if you can see in the wing, it's got like bat wings.
Yes.
You put a big hole in one of the sections.
Oh,
And it's kind of
nice.
flailing around.
Nice, great, cool.
Can we kind of like sync up movement so that I'm ready on the other side just to catch Yasmin again?
We're
on my-
flanking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, just to give you a soft
Oh,
landing.
thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because you are soft.
Do you want to land back on your back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The beast's turn,
Bring it.
and it
Oops. Dead.
okay.
Nice.
Okay. It gosh, what the heck's it gonna do?
Yeah, we've done some pretty amazing.
Yeah, it does some. You do that. It blinks. It goes and is gone into the shadows. Appears right behind
Oh no.
the bear with advantage.
Oh.
I rolled a 3 and a 3.
They miss. That
You are
misses.
freaking out,
And
Boost.
then, if you remember from the last time, it blinks and then it
Put 'em
goes
back.
back to where it was.
Oh, that's right. It's like this little sneak attack opportunity.
Sneak
isn't it?
attack, and then it goes back. It is doing really poorly. And you can see it's kind of strange, it's got like these kind of demon dreadlock kind of things going on its head. If you look closely at its head, I'll just put it down there so you can see its head closely. It's got these like demony dreadlocky things. Kind of swivel around a bit, and it's looking a little discombobulated.
Let's go.
Yeah, good old fighter. Move! Get in there! And then, he's gonna try. Is there any weapons on this young gentleman? No.
You've got Thea in your hand. So okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Fear down here and then usher them through that door.
Okay.
Until they're safe, and then once the door is shut behind me, I look up and I can't really do anything. Oi! Look at me, you ugly little thing! And then I start clanking on my
You are trained in intimidation.
Ooh.
Your intimidation is
Come and
plus 4.
4.
Nice.
There's a face for 11.
It's enough to get its attention.
Boop, boop, yes. Yeah, come at me. There's a face only, I don't know what would love you. Ah!
And you succeed the mission objective of saving Thea.
Nice.
Let us destroy it.
And so that was your turn, right?
Okay, yep, that was my turn.
So your character can have an inspiration for succeeding,
Nice, Ronnie.
and I'll allow you to re-roll your constitution
Okay.
to see whether or not the poison, you can get the poison.
Poison out. It's a Rowan Orna. 11.
Plus
Plus-
your and you are no longer poisoned.
Yes! No poison.
Okay, Alabaster.
All right, things up in the air. He looks at Yasmin. They try to work out how they're going to do this. They need another plan of attack.
I'll take your lead.
Yes, great.
We need to get it out.
Alabaster.
What the heck?
Picks a table up in its hands, holds it up like a ladder. Just holds it up.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, great.
Nice.
Okay.
So we're doing aided, like a.
Oh yeah, can I?
Do I
Run away.
Can I help? Is this the help action?
That's your help action? Okay, fine. So, athletics at advantage.
Nice. Oh, that was good. So 8 plus 7?
15.
15.
And you run up it?
Yeah, I'm going for another run and another sword, but I'm going for the other wing this time. Yep, to
Okay.
disable it. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's already...
Am I helping this? Am I helping this attack?
Let us say that Ronnie's intimidation has distracted it.
Let's go.
Am I being too kind?
Nah. That's a one shot, you know, like
It's not even a one shot, it's like an 8th shot.
yeah, yeah. So that's 16 plus 5. That's a dirty 21.
Dirty one.
21. Okay, here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points of damage.
Love that.
And then I come back and what I do is I use the momentum of the run and sword, and then I like footprint up its face, and then I flip backwards, and then I land back on the bear.
All right.
We have been training, bro.
Yeah, we've been doing team tactics,
The
team
demon,
drills.
and Ronnie, thanks so much for setting up our scene for us. You've been brilliant. And the demon just did not expect any of this. Looks around, its wings fly, and it smashes through a stained glass window at the end of the building and into the outside air.
We injured it.
You injured it very badly.
Okay.
And now, we'd like to welcome Raylene to
Everybody,
Hello.
get in here.
Let's go, Raylene.
Yes.
Yes?
And it all dissolved.
Goodbye.
Memory.
Did it even happen? Was it a dream?
Or was it a tactic?
How are you, Raylene?
Run straight from work.
Wow. How was Mahi?
It was good. Kids were good.
Good.
Awesome.
So nice to have you with us. We're going to be
Nice.
moving this stuff.
That's
so
all right.
then, having finished that scene,
Oh.
which was happening in a completely different part of Aratai, we now turn our attention to our 4 main characters, our 4 heroes.
Nice.
So where would we end up?
Oh yeah, well you missed the most epic recap that we've ever had.
Really? Did you do that?
No,
I mean-
complete lie.
It was a 5-minute long kind of recap.
I can't wait to see it.
Let's just say it, the
I've been
crown.
watching the bot today.
So now, just out of curiosity, since we used our inspiration there, that doesn't count for our characters now, eh? You just
We still
But
got
it is still the same day.
still the same day, cool.
So if you used it before, then it's okay.
Because we had that little long rest,
Still
didn't
got-
we?
yeah.
Oh,
I
was
still
it?
got mine.
Oh, you used it as an inspiration little star. That's
I make a little
cute.
star.
Nice.
So
Oh my gosh, we're in the same.
we need some ominous music, Declan.
Oh no.
Kaskoff.
What did you call it?
You are in
Sarcophagus.
you are in a cavern, a high vaulted natural cavern with stalactites faintly gleaming off of the fire that's blazing to your right, which is a pile of corpses that Ha-Kapella had ignited with a Molotov cocktail. It is letting out the most disgusting stench. The smoke is just unbelievably foul.
Disgusting.
It's illuminating the room, this cavern that you're in. There's some, like these demonic children of Tila, these gray, thin creatures dead in front of you. Chester has left, has gone to notify the queen of what is going on. The cavern is dark, apart from this horrid bonfire. But there is one part of the cavern that the flames do not light. There is a circle of complete unnatural darkness, slightly elevated in front of you.
Ha-Kapella retches in the corner. I'm sorry for lighting that bonfire, guys.
That is putrid.
I wouldn't be able to see without it. But boy, does that smell.
Man, I wish I swapped places with Chester. I want to leave.
This is it. Right?
Is this...
Does anyone notice? What is that thing?
What's the
I
dark
saw
orb?
glimpses of it.
Why can't we see in it? Sorry.
Do we...
That does not look friendly.
Do we approach it?
Well, earlier you guys were trying to approach it. You two, weren't you like, whatchamacallit, under its spell or whatnot?
It was calling to me, but I don't know what was. Firebolt. I just want to fire. Let's light something into it. 10
Okay.
plus 7, 17.
Okay, your memory of where it might have been is pretty good. You launch this firebolt out of your hand, and the moment it enters the darkness consumes it, and you have no idea. The light from the firebolt is gone. You then hear some sizzling from where it has hit something wet.
That's never happened before.
That's kind of gross.
Is there water in there?
Blood.
Do you think? Tnemrot tries to cast Dispel Magic on the darkness, not the sarcophagus.
Okay.
So choose one creature object within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, you make an ability check using a spellcasting ability. Does that count for an esophagus?
Esophagus?
For the-
Gosh, what's it called?
Sarcophagus.
Yeah, it's the esophagus, yeah.
That's fine. But you're doing it on the darkness
On
itself.
the darkness, yeah.
Genius.
Oh.
So, yeah,
That was
you
a good
want to
one.
describe how you do it, please?
Yeah. Okay. So as I'm reaching the darkness, Tnemrot's hand kind of scoops past her amulet, her Medora's amulet. But
hair clip?
The hair clip. She takes that out of her pocket and she chucks it on the ground, and she walks over to the darkness, and she can feel the amulet from Zaraga, like emulating in her pocket, and she just casts her hands. She puts her fingertips into the darkness, and then she calls upon Tila and tries to suck the darkness inside of her.
Okay. The darkness goes, just kind of shrinks and shrinks, and then is gone.
What the heckles did you just do, Tnemrot?
Well, we needed to see what was through the dark.
Where did the dark go?
We'll find it. What is it? Someone check.
Looking at the thing.
The sarcophagus
Is
is elevated.
wait,
It's on, like the natural stonework of the cavern rises up, and then like on this little hillock, it would be, if it was outside, you'd describe it as a hillock, a small hill, but a stone. There is this impressive, imposing sarcophagus, and it has clearly got the shimmering of liquid on it that has been dripped down it. It's etched with symbols, and it feels cold. It is colder than normal. Caverns, when you get a certain depth, caverns always have a base temperature, right? But this is colder still than the cavern.
Is that what I think it is?
Ha-Kapella,
Yes.
hang back.
Hanging
We
back.
need to make sure one of us makes it out of here alive.
Why me?
Because
You're fast, and you're our favorite.
My walking speed's very low.
That's right. If this cave falls apart, then you're the smallest one that can crawl out of here.
exactly, we had such a hard time getting in here, remember?
Yeah, you're right.
Too good.
Look, we've got to use every little bit of tactical knowledge we've got. We know that this thing, whatever it is, likes to blast everyone around them. So we need to play against its strengths.
Okay.
Have we still got bless on?
Yes, I've still got bless.
Nice. Yeah.
How long does that last?
Bless.
Lasts a minute, and a minute is gone.
Oh, dang it. No more bless.
Hashtag.
Okay, well, I think I might just cast it again. All right, so I look at my team and I cast bless on the homies. Yep, just at a first level, so you only get 1d4 to any of your any action.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You'll be all right.
Okay. Ha-Kapella, well, are you gonna go for it? Because I can try and do an. Oh.
So we're moving up
Can
slowly.
I do a counter charm again? No, I can't. I've used it.
Can we read the constrict? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hang back, Lona.
You're right.
Do you want to read it?
Can we read it? Can we have a look and see if we can notice what the inscriptions are written in some kind of language? Possibly
Okay.
either infernal, common, dwarvish, Gom, or elvish, please.
You know Elvis?
Okay, thank you.
How many days is that now?
Lona, what are you doing?
Lona's hanging back with Ha-Kapella, but he still can't take his eye off the sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus.
What's wrong with us?
That
What's wrong with
sarcophagus. He's just like,
Excuse me?
Black off.
be careful, you two. I don't trust it.
We'll be here.
Okay.
We'll be ready. Sorry, I can't do my counter charm again.
Spear ready.
Toron's battle axe.
Okay. And you want to see if you can recognize the symbols.
Yeah.
There are definitely symbols that you recognize from the language of Gulm, and there are definitely there are some hexagons, different kind of versions of the hexagon, some plain, some double, some with like spikes attached to them, different things.
Wait a second before you guys go. Ha-Kapella just gives you both a hug, and she casts One, I don't know what you're gonna need, but I'm just gonna give a wisdom, Al's wisdom to one of yous.
You take it. You take it. My wisdom's quite good.
And let's see what check is Vahid gonna do? A constitution?
I think you can do one of these because they're concentrations.
Oh,
Nice.
one. All right, you go. One for you.
Do I try and remove curse on this thing? It will.
I don't know.
Just seems like such a small spell for such a hefty.
Look, if you do that, I think we can expect it to fight back. I'm not saying it's the wrong move, but I think if you do that, then things kick off. I'm not saying don't do it.
Okay.
I guess I'm worried.
Me too. Should I just open it?
We'll be right here.
There's something that happens as you just finish that little conversation. Lona, Ha-Kapella.
Yes.
How far back are you?
Probably at the bottom of this little hill,
Well, they're
just
going
before the.
So that'd probably be. That's only like 20 feet away.
Okay.
Yep. You happy with that, or do you want to be further?
Sully's not. He's like, guys, further back. This thing, if I remember correctly, approximately 20 feet, maybe more. You gotta go further back.
All right.
Right.
Ha-Kapella looks behind her and reverses.
Range ratio.
And Lona's keeping an eye, like really doesn't want anything to hop
Battle
out
axe
of it
out.
anywhere.
And so you guys have backed,
What about 50, 60?
Yeah, that's about right.
and there's a sound really close to you,
you hear that?
just behind Lona. And Lona, for a moment, there's a circle of daylight appears right behind you, like it brings light with it, and Azamat
Hey.
steps out and stands next to you. And then the little circle of daylight, which was looking into his study, that he's just teleported from, vanishes, and he's in the darkness with you.
Azamat? What are you doing here, old man? I mean, how'd you know we're here?
I thought you were Mortine or something. I was gonna get ready to hit you.
My area of expertise in the arcane world is bending distances. And look, I can do that with people that I'm close to, as well as with locations. So I was able to focus on you and come straight to you.
Okay. Well, the other two are just up ahead.
Scratching our heads over this.
They're hoping to. And I really don't have a good feeling about this. Oh man. Do you have any clue of where we're at and what this may be?
He turns around. He only now gets an impression of where he is, and looks at, and he mutters some curses under his breath, and says, "We got to get out of here."
What is this place?
Don't worry, we killed all the children of Tila. We're all gone. So only threat so far is that
Yeah.
sarcophagus
Yeah.
there.
And Tnemrot sucked all the darkness out of it, so I think we're in the clear.
A little bit in the clear.
Okay, look, I'll just say this one thing, and then I'll give my full attention to that sarcophagus. You had mentioned in the palace, in the room in the palace, that you were having visions of your mother.
Yes, I was. But she told me to stay put, and
that your mother, you think, may be the other true sorcerer who has never died. You had said that's what you said, right?
yeah, I did.
I wonder if she has some knowledge that we could use. In the last few hours, I've crafted a ring for you. It has only 2 charges in it. If you focus on someone, it will take you and those that are touching you to that person. And when you do concentrate a second time, it will bring you back to me.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's really cool. Wait, this ring can take me to my mum.
You live with Mama?
If she's alive.
Are we going on a field trip?
But we finally found the sarcophagus. We can't leave now. We've just defeated all of these children.
It's not. I can't say that I'm not relieved, Tnemrot.
We need to know more.
You saw that thing when it came into the palace? It pointed a finger at the prince and he disappeared.
Fine.
There's a cracking sound.
I hold on to Lona.
Guys.
It's your call, buddy. It's your call. It's your ring.
Oh, sorry.
There's a cracking sound from the sarcophagus right in front of Sully and Tnemrot. The sound,
Guys.
and you can both.
Sully
Do we
grabs
destroy
onto
it?
Tnemrot and then he just yanks her back and then he just grabs onto Lona's hand.
Wait. You told them to get back.
Yeah, I did.
You tell us, so you're
How
not
far
just
back?
grabbing. Okay, I want to lift this in 2 parts if I possibly can. Boom.
And
Douchey.
Perfect. That is ideal. Oh, I love this. Put you guys up near the sarcophagus.
Children of Tela are
And
get it.
someone
presumably irrelevant.
use some of this to repair that. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. What? Oh no. What do you mean I have to repair?
One to the end. Azamat, behind you, behind someone.
Azamat's so cute.
Shall I get a better Azamat?
Maybe.
He doesn't actually look like that.
That's,
old
isn't that
fella.
Donnie?
That does look very much like Donnie. Sorry,
Ancient man.
distraction. Sorry about the distraction.
Not that anyone else would notice, but
Somewhat, but I care.
Haha.
good.
There we go. That's
Perfect.
more Azzy
Sorry about that, guys. Okay,
More Azimati.
Guys.
top of the sarcophagus goes open, and some stench billows out of it. And there's a very faint red glow as a hand comes out of the lip of it and throws it as if it is polystyrene, and the lid gets tossed off, and in front of you rises.
Oh no. Is that your dad?
Ha-Kapella.
No.
What are you doing, Ha-Kapella?
Ha-Kapella. There's a dissonant whisper. She's holding on to Lona, and she goes, get away, and then I hit, and you have to do a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at those.
Damn it!
It says that?
Nah, it does not affect, unless it takes half damage on a fail.
It takes half damage on a
Well,
fail.
roll
Yeah.
your half damage.
3,
Bring on your half damage.
Oh no!
Oh man. 6 plus
Whoa.
5 plus 2.
That's pretty good.
6 I don't know what that is.
11,
13.
13.
There you go.
And you see, it kind of recoils a little bit.
And then, I can't do that. I got no bonus actions. All right, cool. And I hold on even tighter to Lona.
Okay, Lona.
And Lona goes, yeah, you two, get in now. And then, I'm gonna yell out, oh, I can't really fire anything. I'm just gonna use it as,
You've got one spell that never misses.
Magic missile it is then. All right, and magic.
3d4. You never don't.
Never misses, baby.
It's funny how we use these spells all the time.
And we're like, what?
Oh, not bad.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Boom.
Nice.
Yeah. Swoosh.
Like that.
3 balls of force. You want to describe what it looks like?
Fire, like little mini.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, let's go. Little mini dragons come out, and then. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Sully.
Sully's trying to bring Tnemrot 1, 2, 3, and
You're dragging her?
I'm gonna
you
try.
willing?
I'm willing.
You're willing?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And then, the hand that he's grabbed of Tnemrot's, he puts on Lona, and then he also lays his hand on Lona too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tnemrot?
Yeah, my hand's there.
Okay, great. When these magic missiles struck, it illuminated behind the sarcophagus for a brief moment. Those of you that were up on the hill, which is Sully and Tnemrot, for the three brief flashes as the three balls of force hit Casimir, the betrayer, as they
The man
hit
himself.
him,
The man, the myth, the legend.
you faintly saw, illuminated behind,
I know it.
two figures.
Huh?
A dwarf
Yeah.
in rusted armor goes. A female dwarf in rusted armor, her skin fallen off of her, exposing half of her skull, grabs out a blade that has not been sharpened. And next to this female dwarf is a female gnome in moldy, blackened leather armor. Her head goes from side to side, and she the creature says that doesn't say anything, raises a hand and points. And how fast is it? Does Azamat get to go first?
Who are they?
Are they is that the Guardian?
They are from the Dwarven Mines one shot.
Is this what you guys did?
With Stella.
What?
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Feel free to say it louder if you want.
What?
What's your...
I don't.
They're from the Dwarven Mines.
Okay, cool. Okay, Azamat is slower than this creature. The creature points a finger at Azamat, and Azamat is just blown backwards. Boom!
Azamat!
Lands on the ground. The creature then leaps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are we gonna go?
The last thing you notice. Do you remember last time I said the creature was all kind of gray and sunken? It looks like it's healthier than it was last time. It has some glow to its cheeks. And some of the skin which was missing is back, baby. Ha-Kapella, your turn. You doing anything?
Ha-Kapella just screams into Lona's ear, are we going yet?
I should have let Azamat do something.
Oh.
Yes.
Azamat stands up, rushes in front, and out of his hands, this shimmer of a wall of translucence shimmers in front. And you can see a wall about 30 feet long, 20 feet high, appears between him and the creature. And he says, run! Ha-Kapella, you're up.
Ha-Kapella does another dissonant whisper.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Fails again.
No,
I
but-
succeeded last time. Fails.
Well, fails. Ooh. Okay. 6 plus 3 plus 2. 11.
Ouch.
Full 11.
And it really doesn't like that.
Haha.
Lona.
Lona can't fire anything through that wall, towards
Out
him.
of there, bro.
Nothing? Oh.
You can try. You can try.
No, because I'm more worried about Azamat. What about you, old man? Are you coming?
Your turn, buddy. You doing anything or not?
Yes, Lona goes, hang on, team. And then Lona thinks of the only person. He goes to think of his mum, but for some reason, the other woman that comes into his mind is your friend from the library. Leia comes into his mind. I don't know why. And then he's and then he hangs on and
You want to go to Leia?
Yeah.
That's who you want to go to?
I don't really want to. I try to think of my mum.
You want to try to think of your mom or Leia? What's it going to be? What's it going to be?
My mum.
Your mom?
My mum, but then Leia,
I'm
but
sorry.
then my mum.
He's distracted too. He clearly doesn't know what to do. You freeze this turn. You're going to have to make your decision next time. Okay.
Backhands him.
Okay, you doing anything else, Sully?
No, and then he grabs Lona's face and he's like, "What are you doing, buddy?
I don't know where to go. Where do we go?
What's wrong?
Think.
What? Is it? Are you having trouble?
No.
Do you need something?
What if he follows us?
What if he follows us? He's gonna follow us no matter what, okay? It's just whether he follows us these few feet or follows us however far we go. Lona, we need to go.
We only have 2 charges.
Okay.
As a matter
Nemo grabs the back of his head and he goes, "Get us out of here!
Okay.
Your mom!"
My mum.
I just love the way he's going, Leia?
Mum.
On the hill. I'm not going to put their figures here because they're just shadows. On the hill, the shadows of a dwarven and gnome, I don't know what they are, rise up to a stand and start charging towards you.
What?
Oh boy.
The Casimir steps back and his finger glows green. And a thin ray of green launches forward. Who's it going for?
We've got the shield up, right? Asmat's got a shield up.
Yeah.
It hits the shield, and the shield shatters. Azamat throws a fireball at it.
Fireball.
Fireball behind it.
Oh gosh, the cave is shaking.
The creature is thrown and falls into a pile of rocks. Your turn, guys.
My mum.
Bring,
Azamat.
yeah, bring him.
You coming with us, old man? And I grab Azamat, and then yep.
Okay. Let's see how good you are at this, shall we? You need to make a charisma saving throw.
+4. You've got a +4.
You're good at charisma. No, you're more than that. He's more than that
Really good
because
at
He's got the sword.
sorcerers are proficient in charisma.
Nice. But you can also add a +4 because you're being blessed.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you got the D4.
Yeah.
That's a reroll.
Yeah.
So
Four.
+4, +4.
8.
Okay, but
Plus
you're proficient.
7.
Roll on the floor.
So you've got, so it's 4, but I think you add 8 because you've got 5 charisma because you've got the Sword of Haratai, and you've got 3 proficiency.
That's right.
That's 12, and then you get a plus 1d4.
Roll of D4.
You get to roll a d4, buddy.
Sorry, I keep saying +4. That was my thing. There's 3.
3.
So that takes it up to 15.
15.
Oh!
And you are, all 5 of you are suddenly sucked out of there, and it is the weirdest sensation of compression and this light, and then you bending.
What's happening?
I get my scissors out.
We turn into cartoon characters.
All right. The dwarf and the gnome. Did they reach you in time?
Oh no.
Are they coming with us?
I'm going to give them a dex save. They need to get a 14 plus. The gnome gets a +3. The dwarf does not get a plus on anything. Dwarf, 7. Gnome, 8.
Nice sound.
That's a nice sound.
Oh,
That was nice.
That's pretty, isn't it?
But you're on your own, mate.
And you see as you go away, both of them dive for you, but you are gone.
Ha-Kapella pulls a finger. Information roll.
And the darkness of the cave is replaced mere moments later. Traveling through the break in time and space is weird. Is it an hour? Is it a second? You don't, it's kind of a strange sensation. And then all of a sudden, all of you still in the same position land suddenly
Yeah.
in-
Whoa.
on grass. And the sound of seagulls
What the heck
and
is that?
of lapping waves.
Oh god, not the water. Ha-Kapella falls to the ground and she starts retching again. It's like, I've got nothing in my stomach.
Oh, I thought 1,000 dead bodies on fire made me sick, but that or something else.
Sorry. Is everyone here?
Where's Azamat?
Azamat?
Azamat's with you.
Oh,
Where'd you take us, Lona?
where are we?
I don't know. I thought of my mum. Oh, about the last time I saw her.
Is that Lona? Behind you.
Hey.
A voice speaks. Let me paint the scene.
Where the heck are we?
You're in front of a wooden house. It's a folly. You are on, so the house is elevated with a wooden floor and beams holding up an arched roof with vegetation on the top to keep rain out. Is an open air building right in front of you. You're clearly on somewhere near the sea, the sound of water, and there's a beautiful beach that you were facing moments before turning around to the voice. And there are a lot of people nearby. You're in some kind of village. And all surrounding you are these wooden houses. They're not large. And there's a woman in front of you. And her jaw has dropped. She was sitting on a stone and had a stick stuck in the ground and had a coconut and was raking the coconut over the stick. But she stopped mid-raking. I don't know the right term.
Yeah.
Scraping, yeah.
Scraping?
Yeah.
And is looking at you, and you recognize her. She's older than you remember her, and her hair is gone gray, especially around the temples. But she is definitely your mom.
Mom?
Oh, look, Lona? And the coconut clatters to the ground.
Mom! Mom!
And she runs to your arms.
Oh.
I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead.
To pretend, I can't explain everything. I had to pretend that it was that way. It was the only way that Mortine would leave us both alone. I'm so sorry. I've been racked with guilt these last 20 years. I'm so sorry that I had to leave you.
It doesn't matter.
He would have followed us. I know it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mom, these are my friends.
And she turns to you all.
Ha-Kapella starts crying. I didn't know you had a mama. Oh, she's beautiful. And then she smiles and says, "Hi, Lona, Mrs. Lona. My name's Ha-Kapella. You've got a beautiful boy here."
She doesn't say that often, but you can trust her, Mum.
I'm his best friend.
She comes and gives you a hug. It is so nice to meet you. But she still has one arm around you, like she doesn't want to let go of you again. Yeah, she's just holding on to your cloak.
Papa, you're gonna make me cry.
You still smell the same.
To you two, please come.
Nimrod kind of stays back.
Yeah, and Sully comes forward. Yeah, and I think he's crying. He's like, oh, it's very good to meet you. Yeah.
Who knew Lona had a mama?
I long suspected you existed, but it's really amazing. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at speaking. It's very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Sully.
Sully?
Yes, and this is Tnemrot.
This is Tnemrot.
Angela Death.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to our home. And you? She's
Yes, is as I met Mum. He took me in when I lost you, and he's been looking after me for a while.
She doesn't say anything. She just goes up and crushes him.
Please. I've got so many questions. So much has happened. I mean, I think my dad's still alive. We thought he was dead.
Yes. It doesn't surprise me.
How did you get away?
So, I cast an enchantment to protect us, so he wouldn't be able to follow us. And I got to the boat, and he was waiting. I was faster. No, he wasn't waiting. Let me try again. I got to the boat, and he arrived in his carriage. And so I knew that I had to pretend that you were with me. And so I cast off. He tried to stop. I fired off an incantation at him. He fired back. And then I knew the only way, I knew he must have me marked somehow. That he was able to follow me somehow, despite my best efforts. And so the only thing I could think to do was to make it seem like me, the boat, and you, because he had assumed that you were with me, that all of us were destroyed in the interchange of magic. It was the only thing I could do. And there's a power that our family has that I hadn't shown him before, and I used that power, and I was able to slowly make my way back here. But I felt guilty about leaving you forever. I hope my only consolation was that Marama would be able to look after you. You see, we made a vow. We can explain it later. Your grandfather will want to see you. He'll probably be able to explain it a little bit better.
Granddaddy.
Wait, Mum, where are we?
Oh, this is our home island.
Have I been here before?
No, you were born in Aratai.
We're not in Aratai?
Oh, we in the islands?
We're about a 7-day boat journey from Aratai.
Why did you not come looking for Lona sooner?
Let us come together. I'll explain when his grandfather is around.
Well,
Okay, I've got a granddad.
we're 7 days away from Aratai. By boat.
That means we're far away from Casimir and whatever wants to kill, eat, and stab us.
Yeah, it does.
But we're also far away from protecting the people that we love in the city. We can't stay here long, Lona, and I'm happy for you. I'm glad you found your mother, but keep your guard up, because she's been gone for this long for a reason, and she hasn't come looking for you once. And we love you. Don't trust her love more than ours, okay? We've got a contract. Don't get kicked in the gonads.
Sully kind of slowly starts just trying to get in the way of Tnemrot and lean over and just give him a day.
No. Tnemrot just keeps walking.
Ha-Kapella just sees that all and just starts cheering up Lona. So it's like, hey, You know where you're from now. It's not a big question mark anymore in your head.
You should be happy. It's really special.
Lona's got a mixed bag of feelings because Tnemrot's now touched upon a point. Yeah, we're not nowhere near the people that we're supposed to protect.
Lona, look, your best way of protecting the people that you love in Aratai is to be the best version of you, and I think this is the way to it. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, we need to get to know your mom a little bit more. Like, you know, what powers can she teach you, and does she cook good food?
Those are also important questions. But
I have nothing in my stomach right now.
I have a feeling they cook really good food here. So you're.
It smells amazing.
Yeah,
Can we
it smells
smell the food?
yeah.
And I'm like smelling like this kind of actually smells like Lona. I know you've never been here before, but this has the essence of you in here.
Yeah, I weirdly feel like I'm at home, and that if anything, maybe we can find out from my grandfather of how to deal with a sorcerer as dark as Casimir.
there's some great power here.
It's like a little library trip, except this library is tropical.
Do you think they have a library?
We can ask.
What? I think the people are the library.
We can, and we won't stay here too long.
Okay.
Just imagine these people, Lona's mum, his granddad, and everyone else here are walking, talking books.
I love seeing the cogs move in your mind. That's cool.
I wonder what language they speak.
Yeah, I wanted to.
What language do they speak?
Well, maybe a whole bunch. Who knows?
Okay, fine, let's go.
We have a scene change.
So cute.
So, any short rest that you would want to have done, you could have done.
Just a short rest.
Just
Just a short rest.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
to
I'm
give
full of my
context,
history anyway.
only like a half an hour has passed. The
I'm actually on full every.
Lona's grandfather is the chief of this village and island.
Ooh. Granddaddy is a chief.
The chief.
Let's go. So, our scene, just a half an hour later, it is in the afternoon to celebrate the return of Natia's son.
Yeah.
Your mother's
Natia.
name is Natia.
That's a pretty name.
To celebrate the return of Natia's son, a feast is being prepared.
1d8.
So food is being an umu. Do you want to explain what an umu is?
Yes, umu is basically like a hangi, but above ground, where heated rocks are preheated and then spread out into a nice little circular kind of setting, and then you put your pig, your yams, your root crops on it, and then you put the hot rocks on top of that, and then cover it and allow the steam and the heat to cook it to perfection. So it comes out just crispy. Anything you put on there is just
A whole pig?
barbecue on rocks. Yes.
So that's what we've got going on in the
I
background.
love me a whole roast pig.
Yum.
So should we say that Ha-Kapella has disadvantage on any checks because she's so distracted by the smell of the umu nearby?
Wow.
Yeah, definitely all perception. Wisdom-based check.
Hey, so
When I retire, I want to go here.
So the scene, we're now in this scene. You're in this falle, this big meeting house. Your grandfather is sitting with his arms crossed. He's average height, muscular build, but in the latter years of his life. If Lona is somewhere in his late 20s, early 30s, and his mother is 20 years plus that, another 20 years plus that. Okay? He has almost gone completely gray. He does not offer his name. He's just known as Chief. And you are all given seats of honor at the front.
Cool.
And everyone's turning up all around the sides of the fale. Okay, and you guys are right near the chief. And Lona's mother is sitting next to him. If there's anything in particular you want to do as part of the setup, say now, otherwise we go into it.
Yeah, no, Lona's just taking in everything.
Ha-Kapella starts kind of like chewing on invisible food. She can't wait for the food.
Okay.
I think Sully's doing some internal reflection because his dad's out from this way.
That's right.
Really?
What?
You got relay.
And so he's like, wow, I've never thought I'd be here. And he's like, looks at the sand. He's like, this is, wow. And he's like, I wish Donnie got to see this.
Aww.
But he's happy. He's happy.
Tnemrot's got one hand on her mace, and she's just a little bit on edge. She doesn't trust people. So she's just kind of perceptively looking around for danger.
Lona's noticing that there's a few new, little things that his grandfather does that he also does as well.
It's genetic.
And the way he sits and just...
Cool. So, your grandfather, the chief, says, you've come back in a spectacular fashion, appearing out of thin air. Incredible. Why are you? Tell me, why have you come and brought your friends and your mentor? Why have you come?
Ia, e mua lava na silvi ingam whawhtai luma le atua, le newa tātou tā whasila whaiai manu, au le ni mala. Lona doesn't know how he's speaking this, but somehow it's coming naturally to him. Excuse and pardon our intrusion upon your land and for welcoming us to your fale, chief, granddad. But my friends and I have travelled far, to get away from danger. We're from the city of Aratai, which is, I'm sure you're familiar with.
Yes.
It's been besieged by great evil. And to get away from great evil, I was given a ring by Azamat, and all I could think about was returning home to my mum. Kind of. There was other thoughts, but I was thinking mainly of my mum. Right, guys?
Yeah, pretty sure.
So
He's doing good.
we found our way back to my home. And we're not going to be staying long, your chiefliness. We're just here to recuperate and hopefully gather some knowledge on how we can battle this great evil and hopefully put an end to it. Once again, thank you for having us here at your fale. Malo whalua lava, amini.
Amen.
He turns to the rest of you. If you wish to speak, you're welcome. You're welcome in our lands, please.
Look, I don't really... Sully realizes he's sitting, and so he stands, and then he looks and he's like, should I... Down. And then sits back down again. Sorry, my armor was chafing and it's very hot. I do not know my side of history here, but I want to acknowledge the part of my family that reaches to all of you today. Not that I really know it, so that's all.
That was very good. We came here because we would like to kill Lona's dad, and we would like some weapons and help and information. If you have a library, let me know.
Yeah, Thanks for letting us be here, even though we just kind of appeared out of nowhere. We have much to learn, and if you are ever so kind, we would love to learn from you or the people here. And Ha-Kapella bows, and she's like, yeah, no, no, okay. She's really she's out of her depths here. She doesn't know.
And Azamat just says, it says, as Tnemrot said, there is a creature of great power, great evil, as Lona described as his dad. And we've come here to try to find ways of defeating it because we think that you may know, and we do not. Okay. And so
I think Sully regards Lona as like he's looking at a different person.
Yeah.
He's speaking well. He's respectful. He's clever. You know. He's like, what the heck?
what the heck?
Who is this man?
Lona's thinking the exact same thing. Like, what the?
Tnemrot's trying to write down everything that Lona says so that she can secretly learn his language. She can conversate in his dreams and tell him to shave his mustache.
Chief says, he kind of nods and just is silent for a little while, thinking, before he replies. And then he says, all right, okay. Our family has ruled this island for generations and generations. Many generations ago, one of our ancestors was a protector of the islands and had incredible power. She protected the islands really well. It runs in our family. Sometimes it skips many generations, but sometimes someone in our family is born with this power. She, as she grew older, was more and more powerful. And it is said that she made a deal with Koshasha. Koshasha, is the name that you know him by. Koshasha, the god of
Earth.
Earth.
And
That's who Book was devoted to.
That's right.
And she found that she could take some, she was blessed with unnaturally long life in exchange to continue to protect these small parts of Koshasha's domain, these islands in the middle of the vast sea. She discovered that she, in her increased power, could draw on the life force and transfer it to herself. And it started with plants, and that she could draw the life force out of plants and herself become healed or stronger or extend her life. And she later, some years later, found that she could take the life from animals and extend her life. And that is when it all started to go bad, and that is when the deepest shame came on our family. Because in her so-called desire to protect these islands, she was really just prolonging her own life. And reports came to us from some other islands of people going missing. And it became known to us that indeed, to our family's greatest shame, that she started taking the life of people to extend her life. She was banished to that island over there. And you can see, looking over your shoulders, a small island with a plume of smoke rising above it.
Is she still there?
I will come to that. Her banishment, she was far too powerful for our banishment to do anything. She did what she wished and took people as she wished. All in the name of protecting our islands, which was, of course, a complete lie. And then, 30 years ago, a man arrived on a boat from Aratai. A man past his prime but still strong, who called himself Mortine. Mortine had heard of our shame and said that he could rid us of her. So we accepted. When asked what his price was, he said he did not need to be rewarded. And so my daughter, he points to Lona's mother, Natia, accompanied him in his preparations. The two of them went to the island, and from that day, the island there was an eruption. The island was broken. And smoke has forever been coming from it now. But when he returned, he said that there was a small favor he wished to ask. And we said, what is it? And you must understand, he was actually very charming. And he asked for my daughter's hand and to be able to raise their children in Aratai.
Oh, just a small favor? Small little favor?
Well, she agreed. And so I agreed. And so a pact was formed that she would go to Aratai and their children would have to stay with him. That was the agreement that was made.
Ha-Kapella just whispers, children? Plural?
Lona raises an eyebrow.
Is there more than one child?
Natia speaks and says, we only had Lona.
I don't know if I could handle two Lonas.
And she says, you must understand that he was very charming. He was powerful. He was persuasive. It was only later that I really saw through him. She grabs from her a small pouch that she has. She pulls out some pieces of paper. And she says, when we went to the island, and before we went there, he prepared some magical symbols. Some magical symbols. 6 of them. But I never saw what one of them was. I learned how to write them and can show you, but the sixth one I do not know. And during the ritual to slay her, he carved them into the stone of the island to destroy the island and to kill her.
Do we think this is a way that we destroy him? Do I recognize any of the symbols from the coffin?
There are none of these symbols on the coffin.
Okay.
Do we, to my granddad, Chief Legenz, do you make any sense of this?
No.
Is there any thought in, can I make a history check for it, just to see if I...
If anyone wants to make an arcane roll is what you'd need to do.
Okay. What does an arcane roll need?
It's intelligent.
It's intelligence.
Okay.
I think
I'll go for it. Just
go for it.
I'm gonna try Arcane.
It's a 5.
15?
I'm
Ooh.
gonna
You
do
plus
it. Might as
anything
well.
to that?
Ha! Natural 1. That makes sense. Ha-Kapella is not even in the room.
The only link
I'm
that
not
I can
okay.
think to make between Sully and this is his dad.
Sorry, buddy. Not good enough. Well, not close enough.
I'm a +3 on Arcana.
Oh!
18?
Yep.
That's very good.
18.
Nice.
Hey! You recognize one of the symbols from when you and Azamat was trying to train you.
Hang on, man. I know this symbol. Oh, Azamat. Why is this symbol familiar?
He looks at it and says, it's a containment symbol. Containment. Means that nothing can escape.
So this could be possibly something that might help us contain a great evil?
He looks at them and he says, this is my theory, says Azamat. My theory is for a being to live this long, we, as you know, as we shared last time, for a being to live this long, they need to have what we call a phylactery. A phylactery is a way of feeding souls that then feed and sustain the soul of the undead creature that wants to live forever. I suspect that these are 5 of the 6 symbols that were used to destroy the phylactery.
On the island.
On the island. If she was to live that long, she needed a phylactery as well.
So you think that the island was the phylactery for her?
I think the island was the phylactery for her.
And he destroyed it? Or did he create it for himself?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, this is very helpful.
An island is a phylactery. Amazing.
So the phylactery can be in anything.
Like a sarcophagus?
Like a sarcophagus. Exactly like a sarcophagus.
We look at each other. We were so close.
It seems like we need to go to the island.
There might be some clues on the next symbol. Have you been to the island since?
No one goes to that place.
How
People have been to the island, but no one stays. It is an island of molten rock, of fumes, a stench. You cannot stay there long.
Well, we've been around a lot of stench. We've lived with Lona.
Hey,
Do we think that there might be clues, information?
Yeah.
I think so. And also to
We
better
can find it.
understand.
And find the 6th symbol. Do you know what else needs the number 6?
A hexagon.
Hexagon. This is that thing that started it all.
Yeah.
Grandfather, is there a way we can get to the island?
You can have a boat.
Let's go.
We've done some great work in boats.
Ha-Kapella's heart beats. Not a boat. Can we eat first before the boat?
And the feast is brought out!
Ha-Kapella, she faints.
Nice.
Can Tnemrot just walk over to, is it Natia?
Natia, yeah.
As they go to the feast, Tnemrot kind of walks over to Natia and she says, I'm sorry for being so cold before. I have a question.
Of course.
You fell in love with Casimir.
I did. I really did.
How did you know that you were in love with him?
He was exciting to be around. He was powerful. Some guys are like jokers and they're fun to be. He didn't ever joke, but he had a strength and he was charming.
Did it kind of feel like you were being poisoned?
No, it didn't. Later, I could tell that he had been tricking me.
How did you tell?
His face, once we got to Aratai, when he didn't know I was looking, his face looked different.
Okay.
It looked mean, hard.
Thank you. Tnemrot walks away.
Hey, are you going straight away or are you having a long rest first?
I think
I'm always keen for more spell slots, but it's up to you.
I would love-
if Tom's
I look to the spellcasters. Like Sully's good on a short rest, but he knows that you guys need a bit more sometimes.
and Lona's just kind of like really wanted to talk to his mum a bit more.
Okay.
I think we eat so much that we food coma and we can't help but let
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You know
Thanks.
what?
So what we're gonna do is
Ha-Kapella's definitely in a food coma.
we're gonna do one small scene before we have a little break.
Oh.
But for this scene, I would actually like Raylene, Ronnie, and Truby
Damn it.
to leave.
Oh!
Okay, I also want a scene. But
You,
I'm gonna.
you want a scene after the break? After the break,
yeah,
we're having a scene.
That's exactly what I want.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So then, when we come back, it'll just be.
Actually, nah, everyone can be here.
Okay, great. Okay, thanks. So if you guys take off your microphones.
Ha-Kapella's eating.
I want to be seen.
By the way, I picked up Madura's hair clip before we left.
Oh, did you?
Did I let you run?
The one that you threw on the floor?
Yeah.
You actually picked it up?
I picked it up.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you were
right.
running.
Oh, yeah.
It's retconned it.
It finds me. It finds me.
How you doing there, buddy?
What's you missing? Oh, there's this. Oh, it's Tribbley's.
Oh, he's got new dice.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay. It's a moment of quiet. It's the evening.
Yep.
You've gone to bed. It's warm, there's breeze blowing. And you become aware that there's someone else in the room with you. He says, "Hello, my love." And sitting cross-legged is the most beautiful man you have ever seen.
I don't want you to call me that anymore. I don't trust you.
You don't trust me?
No. No one else can see you. They think I'm weird.
That's because you're special, not because you're weird.
I don't think anyone else thinks so.
It's enough for me. Have you not noticed how Ha-Kapella favors Sully all the time?
But she's my best friend.
She might say that.
Do you think that Sully favors Ha-Kapella?
Just watch him.
What about Lona?
When was the last time Lona helped you?
Said she tried to kill me on a couple of occasions.
And you think about the cavern you were just in. Who did Ha-Kapella choose to bless?
Sully.
Sully. That's right. I think you are such an innocent person that I don't think you can see it.
How do I know if you're tricking me or not?
Just watch them. Just watch them.
Okay.
But I am here for you.
anytime you need.
Really?
Really?
What if I needed you at a time where you're not with me?
Just think of me.
What does this do?
What are you holding up?
Hexagon.
The hexagon
The
thing?
amulet.
I have no idea. I don't know that.
Tnemrot just tries to study his face.
Okay, make an insight roll.
Oh. Insight. What's my insight?
You'd be pretty good at it,
Oh,
probably.
+6.
+6?
16.
16. He doesn't know what it is.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad you came.
Yes.
I was starting to think that you forgot about me.
How could I forget about you? Yeah. Your laugh is, you got a beautiful laugh.
My laugh?
Your laugh is beautiful. Those perfect lips.
Oh my gosh. Stop it.
He rises and he says, I'm here. Whenever you need me to be, I will be here. I don't think the other three will. And he steps out of the window and is gone.
Tnemrot has a moment of like longing as she sees him leave, and then it instantly turns into kind of like a sour thought as she starts to think about Sully and Ha-Kapella, and she goes to sleep just like on an endless thread of thoughts, and she rethinks everything that they've been doing in the past, and it kind of comes into like a poisonous ball, and it just sits in the middle of it all once.
And with that, we will take a break.
Nice.
All right, we'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Oh, woo! Ooh.
The Magi were wiped out by 6 terrible spirit gods, but one survived, kept alive by the vengeance-filled last breath of their people. The Magi has one goal: to destroy them all. This is The Last Magi, a comic written and illustrated by Sean Lewis. It updates every week, and you can read it for free at www.thelastmagi.com. You can also buy downloadable PDFs of each chapter as they release at drears.itch.io.
One of the ways that people can support our show is through our Patreon page. Patreon is amazing. It allows you to give directly to the show, and in exchange we give you exclusive additional content. Before we go into the details of that, we'll tell you a little bit about our show in case you're new to it. Dice Legends is a Dungeons & Dragons live stream. We are a group of television and theater professionals. We film on a studio here in New Zealand. It's our aim to create the most exciting, engaging, fast-paced, hilarious fantasy story that we possibly can. And our Patreons really help us to do that. Thanks to our Patreons, we're able to get more minis, more terrain, more visuals like character art, emotes, graphics, more music, and also our Patreons help to pay the cast and crew, and all of us on the show really appreciate that. We're really proud of what we've achieved already in the handful of months that we've been streaming, but there's a lot more that we would love to be able to do. For example, we'd really like to be able to hire editors to create more short content, like highlights, tips and tricks, even better behind the scenes. And also, we'd like to eventually be able to have a merchandising range, like t-shirts and tea towels and plushies and maps on t-shirts, all that kind of great stuff. When you go to our Patreon page, you'll see that there are 3 tiers, 3 ways of supporting us. The first is called Official Patreon, and that's simply an inexpensive way of supporting us. The second tier, called Lore Legends, is for people that want to dig deep into the world. You get access to our ever-growing World Anvil lore document. You also get access to additional content, behind-the-scenes content, and you get access to the official character sheets that the characters play, and you get your name in the credits. Our third tier is called World Builders. World Builders get all the perks of the previous tiers, and it's really for people that want to help create the world. So World Builders are able to help name NPCs and create monsters and create locations and populate the map, and also to participate in polls throughout the month. Quick polls such as, what kind of character should our next guest play in the show? Or what kind of magical item should I give to the characters? Look, whatever way you want to support our show, we really appreciate it. And we look forward to creating more exciting, exclusive content for you. Okay, so we are now, it is the evening. If anyone else has anything specific they're wanting to do.
Yes, I do. What do you think Lona's doing right now, this evening?
Lona's trying to catch up with many stories with his mum introducing him to his relatives, pointing out who's related to who, so he's just soaking in family tree time.
He's at the door of whatever whale you're in.
Oh, okay.
When you finished here.
Yeah? Oh, sorry. Excuse me, team.
Oh, no, don't let me rush you.
Nah, I'll be back. Yeah.
All right. Come on. And then he takes you out to like a clearing, like somewhere like pretty central to the village, but probably just on the edge of like where the water like laps up onto the beach. And he's got like a sword in his hand that he's procured like from one of the villages around here. And then he starts like unbuckling his plate armor, and he's kind of has to fiddle at it for a wee while, and then eventually once it's all off, he just kind of like throws it off of him, and he's and then he kind of like gets the sword and he brandishes it like this, and then he holds it in two hands and he points it at you and he says, "Bring out the sword."
Wait, what's this about?
The sword! Bring it out, buddy. Okay. You've been learning for a while now. Let's see how much. Okay. On guard.
Huh?
And then he kind of like he's got his shield as well, and he bangs his sword on the shield just to try and like make some noise and like get people's interest, and they, just so the villagers know that something's happening.
Azamat turns up. He wants to see what's happening.
Ha-Kapella turns up with a bit of the roast pig from earlier, and also the apple that was in its mouth. Like, what's happening here?
And as he's banging his sword on the shield, he's like, "This is more your speed, isn't it, Lona? An audience."
Yeah, Lona's like, oh.
Go, Lona!
Hey, now you look nervous, buddy. Come on, lost for words? It's not like you.
Sully, what's this about?
What's this about? It's nothing more complicated than what it looks like. And then
around the clearing, people kind of. Lona, come on, Lona! Come on, Lona!
Teach him a lesson!
And then he kind of like suddenly like looks around the crowd and he says, "Now look, honestly, he is up against what we call a master of the craft. So that doesn't go exactly how you planned." And then he swings at Lona.
As if Lona says there was going to
and then as that happens, Sully's like, "Ho, you learn. Good stuff." The opponent's always going to be looking for an opening. And then he says, "But you forget that I get 2 attacks." And then he swaps hands and then he goes bam. And he makes an attack roll against Lona.
Oh, PvP of the thing?
Hold on. That is 27. Does that hit you, buddy?
That hits.
Yeah.
Lona gets good.
Great. That is 28. 8 points of damage. Bam!
I mean, Sully. I'm Sully. Because we're messing around, right? We're messing around, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
No, Lona. There is no messing around. Come on, buddy.
Wait, are you?
You're gonna give me another turn, are you?
Lona's just gonna. He doesn't want to strike Sully, so he's gonna swoop around, and just kick his feet from under him. See if he can just trip him up.
Okay.
Lona, with a 4.
And then Sully kind of just lifts his foot to step out of the way. He's like, "You're not gonna beat me like that, buddy. Use the sword." And he strikes at Lona again. So that is 15.
15.
Does that hit?
That hits 14. Damn it!
No, you've got your ring. Your armor class is 15 now.
That's right.
Nice.
15. No, it doesn't hit. And then Lona, and he's like, reflects it off and goes, and then he attacks.
Roll everybody.
With a 10 plus, with the sword in hand, plus 8.
+1. You're +1 with the sword. You're +1 with the sword.
Remember you?
No. That's with spells.
With spells. Gotcha.
Yeah. Sword is. Oh, that's not it.
10 plus 7 because I'm attacking.
No. You only get a +1 with your sword.
Okay.
You only get a +1 with your sword because you're not trained with it yet. So 11.
11.
Bink! He catches it on the shield, and then he uses superiority die to roll a riposte attack against Lona.
Okay, boy.
22.
Wow! Hits again.
Bink! That is 5 points of damage.
What?
The audience go, "Lona, come on, Lona!"
Lona.
I felt like, wait, is this training or is this like real? What's
It's
happening?
like you haven't listened to a single thing.
Lona's now bleeding from his lip. We got hit square on the lip.
That was just my reaction. Here's my main attack. 21.
Oh, bollocks! That hits.
So that is 5 points.
Come on, Lona! Come on, Lona!
And Lona's
Teach
just
him a
like
lesson,
chuckling
Lona!
now and now. Okay.
Come on, breaks him over.
Okay, Sully. Okay. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you're gonna get.
And then okay, you go for it.
All right. Lona goes, Did anyone tell you, Sully, never bring a sword to a magic fight? Lona goes to swing, but then he goes, firebolt.
Okay.
17 plus my 8. That's it's hit and then lifts. Hoping.
Everyone goes,
Whoa! Ha-Kapella jumps on her thing.
Yeah, and then Lona's like, yeah, I know. I'll be here all night.
How much damage does it do?
How much damage?
10.
See this 10? What do you got? 5 and a 7, that's 12.
Ooh, that's good. You do that again, I'm not going to let you finish this fight standing up. And then he swings 2 attacks, and then he says, use the sword. That first one is a 16. The second one is a 17.
Hit, both hit.
Bang, bang. And that is a sorry, that is still plus 6, so 9.
8. Wait a second, I'm actually on.
You're okay. And around the audience is going, use a sword, use a sword, use a sword.
4 minus 9.
Yeah, 5. 14.
So,
No.
You're on 4.
5.
Because I'm almost 22.
22.
And then minus 8, minus 5, 5. And then now I'm down to 4.
18.
And then he just hit me with another one.
Boom! And you go down.
Boom! And just as you hit him, like Lona's feet literally leave the ground. As he's just like slow, sees himself. Oh no. And he's.
Ha-Kapella, yes, Sully!
Yeah. Thanks, Han. Thank you.
Lona's out cold now. It's just.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Heal, Lona, heal. She just walks in. Heal, Lona. 1 HP. Oh, well, actually, 3 plus 3 for you.
3 plus 3, 6. Oh, nice.
Wanna go round 2? Go on. Ha-Kapella gets from the floor, this like makeshift like cardboard thing with a 2 etched on it. Round 2.
And Lona's still.
Yeah, okay, fine. There's a moment where Sully's like going like this at the crowd.
Round 2.
It just says, oh, can I?
Sure.
And then Lona grips both hands on the sword and goes, and hoping to connect straight onto your chest.
Try it.
9
Plus 1, 10.
plus is a 10.
Yeah, Sully just turns around and steps into the attack and gets his shield and just goes bang!
And then Lona goes flying.
Okay.
Aww. Ha-Kapella tries to draw 3 question marks.
We're done here.
No. That's it, kids. Show's over.
And
Get
then
it.
Sully goes over to Lona and kind of helps him up. After you get
Ha-Kapella puts out her helmet and opens up for donations. It's like, thank you, everybody. Thank you. We've been from the Airtight Town Guards.
Don't worry, we don't usually beat each other up. Well, Lona, look, maybe it's best if I don't give you your grade right now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go walk this off for a bit.
Okay.
I need to walk this off.
Sure thing.
Yeah. And then, Lorna just goes he just literally just walks up to a tree.
Yeah.
He's a bit disappointed with himself. You couldn't. Yeah, nah.
Okay.
That's all I wanted.
Wanted to beat up Lona?
Just wanted to see how much more we had to learn.
Hey, so.
Heaps more.
Heaps more. But you know what? The sword is feeling more comfortable in your hand.
Oh. Okay.
So, long rest.
I thought there was something more.
Long rest. Yay. The dawn comes. The
It's a beautiful day. I've just rolled the weather dice, and it is a beautiful day.
Yay! That usually doesn't go well, so.
And we find you rowing. Yeah? Sail. Rowing to the island.
Do you think she's still living on the island?
I thought she was destroyed.
I don't have the remotest clue about who's living or not living or who's magically infused or what have you.
Well, if she's able to absorb life to sustain her life, then there's quite a lot of life on the island.
Hmm.
And there's still smoke coming from it too, so...
I don't know what that means.
Maybe it's the volcano that erupted. If it was a volcano, was it? It just erupted.
You land on the island.
Azamut's with us, eh?
Azamut's with you, if you want him to be.
Yes, please.
He's keen.
He's keen.
His number's out.
You arrive on the island. Thank you. The island has, like, there's some greenery around edges of it, but it's clear that the main cone has been rent, has been cracked, and there's a huge crack in the middle of the cone of the island. There's black rock, like the youngest rock, that's been spewed out of the mountain and is formed in kind of waves and ripples of hardened lava as you land. The island is, imagine it like the cone of the volcano, and then where you are, there's a flattening out. Where you land, the boats. There is very little vegetation. There's a little bit. Some trees have survived, but not many. Most of them are just like the denuded trunks, sticking up but with no fronds still on them left, sticking out of the ground. There's some shrubs here and there, but it appears to be a fairly lifeless place. Perception rolls, please.
Natural 1.
2.
9. That's a reroll.
11.
Dirty 20.
Oh no, sorry, 10.
Okay. Ha-Kapella.
Yui.
Casting your glance of where this kind of split in the cone of the mountain is, you can faintly see at the base of that split some glowing splats of molten rock, the red orangey glow. And you can see that it's like there's a continual river coming out of it, of this molten rock, which then disappears from sight. But it's like it's in a straight line with you. And following the gaze down from the crack to where this small river of molten rock is issuing forth, you can see the faintest of movements on a blackened plain in front of you. All the area between the cleft in the mountain and you is a blackened area where lava has come forth, leaving this black landscape. But there's faint movement about halfway between where you currently are and the top of the mountain. It is a small island.
Faintest movement. Halfway. If this is the mountain, this is me.
Yes.
It's here? Or
That's right, halfway. Yeah, so it's right where the,
Okay.
you know how I said there was the cone and then there was a flattening out?
Yep.
It's right where
it starts to.
it starts to go uphill. There's some
Right.
movement.
Cool. And when you say movement, is it like a figure or is it like the nature around it? Like
Everything is black and dead around that area.
Yeah.
It does not look. There's nothing green. It's. It could be an animal. I don't know. But you don't know anyway.
Ha-Kapella puts her hand up and she says, "There's something ahead of us. Guys, there's some movement and there's some action. This mountain, it looks like didn't used to be a volcano or something, but if you look right up there, you can see little bits of splattery molten rocks up there. You see it, Lona?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You say you also saw movement?
Oh yeah, and she traces her finger down a little bit, just around there. There was something moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, is it daytime or nighttime? Daytime.
Morning.
It's morting. Morting.
Morting.
Morting?
It's Mortine!
Yeah.
And whatever it is still moving.
It's still moving.
And
You see it, Lona?
I know.
Yeah.
it's in a small area. Like whatever is moving isn't moving away or towards you or away from you. It's just kind of moving in a strange.
Should we?
Let's approach with caution, people.
Good spotting.
Ha-Kapella gets out Turan's battle axe.
Speaking of spotting, as you start moving, you come across a rock. It's about the size of when I put my arms together. That circle size.
So a good bear hug.
And etched into it
Ooh.
is this symbol, this warding symbol.
There's a symbol of ours.
And
Azamat.
I'll say one more thing. So it's etched into the stone, and in the etchings, gold.
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 Ha-Kapella touches it to inspect the gold in it.
It's gold.
Is that what I think it is?
It's not liquid, it's not molten.
It's just
And it's like standing up about like a half a meter above where the blackened lava flow is. It's just kind of sticking out, etching, and the etch is filled in with gold.
We can bet there's 5 more of those.
Wait, if this is
Gold.
a containment spell, symbol, does that mean there's something to contain on this island?
well, I'm assuming it was the giant life sucker from earlier. Well, not earlier, but from generations ago.
A sorceress, perhaps?
Yeah. Ha-Kapella wants to get some of the gold and just put it in a little vial.
It's solid gold.
It's solid gold, like it's not going to be flaky gold.
No.
It's solid
Like the
blocks.
stuff you have on cakes.
Yeah, that's what I
Not that.
Oh,
There's
right,
a symbol
never
on this opera cake.
Never mind. She takes out her vial and then puts it back in. Here's a theory. What if these symbols, because there's 6 of them somewhere, what if around this island they form a hexagon? What do you guys think?
Well, it's at least going to be around the perimeter, right?
Yeah. So if we go around the perimeter for a bit, we might be able to find all 6 symbols.
Sully's trying to roughly map out the place and be like, cool, this is where we found that symbol.
Okay. And you want to, and so your intention is to do what? Tell me exactly what you're wanting to do, guys.
Find the rest.
Yeah, so I'm looking to just kind of track the geometry of this all.
Geometry?
So the shape of the island is kind of like a fried egg, which has had a little bit that's gone down off of it, right? Okay, that's the
fried egg.
like a circle
But like,
with a little bit that's oozed off the one end.
Nice.
Okay.
Cute.
My fried eggs are never circle, so I feel you.
So are we trying to look for the rest of these symbols and cautiously approach the moving,
or do we go and go to
or do we go
the
straight there?
shadow that you saw?
I reckon we could investigate that shadow thing, or the movement thing. Just there's supposed to be no life here.
Yeah, I'm
so-
sick of things sneaking up on us.
Yeah,
Let's get it.
and then maybe we can go around the perimeter.
Okay.
Whatever you
Approaching
guys
with
think.
caution.
As you move forward, when you're like it's only like another 50 meters, and you come to a raised piece of rock with another symbol etched into it, filled with gold.
As we're going past the symbols, Tnemrot is writing down in her journal.
Good idea. That's a great idea.
She doesn't lose track.
I would like basic intelligence rolls, please.
Come on, Sully. 9.
4.
15.
Ha-Kapella doesn't know anything.
Intelligence for me. +1. Yep. 14, sorry.
Lona, Tnemrot. Maybe it's because you're used to looking for these kind of things. But if you were to line up the first one and the second one, they make a straight line right towards the crack in the mountain.
Oh, so they're not a hexagon. They're lined.
In alignment.
They're one.
And it seems to be pointing that way, towards the crack.
Oh.
Huh. That goes.
Okay.
Alright.
Do you think if we move further along, we might find more?
We might.
Seems so.
Right.
Azamat says something. He says, these symbols, usually you have to draw them a very specific way. Or, in this case, etch them. You can't just do it. If you do it the wrong way, complete disaster. If you start at the bottom, but you were supposed to start at the side, disaster. If you start drawing a circle and you were supposed to have started with a line, disaster.
Stroke order is important.
Stroke order is very important. He says, this one I know. This containment one, the first one I know. This needs to be made with a single, you cannot lift your pen up when doing this one. It has to be a single pen stroke for this one. The order, being able to draw the shapes, is only part of it.
Do you know what this one is? And points to the one that we just found.
I know this one too. This one too is 2 pen strokes. You start at the top, you go around, you do half of the circle, and then beyond, and then finish off with a crowning sign, and then you start at the bottom, you come around, you do the bottom half of the circle, you go the other side, and finish off with a circle.
And do you know what it does?
This is a reversal of nature.
Reversal of nature.
One looks at it. And they continue walking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Towards that movement. Still keeping an eye on where the movement was and tracking it.
And in a straight line,
You come across.
this symbol.
1, 2, 3. 3 pen strokes.
3 pen strokes. He says, you are a clever woman.
I see.
Got it.
There is a rumbling from above, from in front of you. And all of you, not just Ha-Kapella, all of you can see in the air. And some molten rock goes over the lip of the crack in front of you.
Oh, holy moly.
Is this about to explode on us?
It's an active volcano?
It looks like it.
Well, what do we know about volcano eruptions? Are there any volcanoes in Aratai? No.
Don't be near it, I think.
Yeah, just don't be in its way.
Do we notice if that molten thing is forming into anything, or is it just dripping down?
So it goes out of the cleft, or go over the edge, the lip of the break, down, and then it disappears from sight.
Okay.
You can't see it where it's going, into the black lava flow that is coming from it. But where it is, you do not know.
Let's investigate. But then, if
keep
things
moving
go
forward.
bad, do you think? Oh, I look over at Azamat. Azamat, wise man. You said that you have your specialty is in teleporting?
Teleportation is my expertise, yes.
Do you think if things go south from here, you can bring us back to the mainland, main island, where Natia is and the chief?
Yes. I can.
Good, because we only have one more charge on this thing.
What's the plan, guys?
Keep going.
Keep going?
That's what I'm voting. I want to find more.
The fourth symbol that you come across is this one. And by now, you are close enough to see what the movement is.
What is it?
Perception rolls again, and I'll see how much information I share.
18?
22.
16.
13.
Okay. You see something is standing, but its arms are kept back. Who got the big number?
22.
22. Chained, shackled, at the wrists. A creature of bone is standing, pulling against its bonds. Little bits of solidified rock splatters have clearly fallen on it over the ages, or for however long it's there, and it's just kind of lurching against its bonds straight towards you.
Oh my,
That thing's being held here. A prisoner maybe, or a guardian.
And there is a piece of granite within the reach of the creature.
Do I see maybe a hint of gold on it?
And a hint of gold. As you look, some cloud parts, and it catches the light, and goes ping.
Gold.
Is there another symbol? What is that thing?
What does it
Is
mean?
it, but like just in front of the creature?
Like at its side. At the moment, right behind it, because it's lurched forward.
Yeah.
Kind of,
What's gonna? It might be it did come alive again, but it might be something else.
Is it
Could that be the sorceress?
Is it your auntie?
Auntie.
Grandma?
Doesn't look like my relative,
I
but
don't know.
Is it that symbol that's behind it that we can see?
this one is a symbol between you. There's one more between you.
Okay, so the one just in front we can't quite see.
The
Just
one that she is
It's
obscuring, you cannot see, would be a sixth one.
Okay,
And the fifth one
yeah.
is this one.
great.
This is the symbol of death.
Oh.
All right. Do we recognize it's a symbol of death?
That's what your friend
Azamar
Azamar says, the symbol of death.
So if that's a symbol of death and it's right in front of that creature that looks like death,
And there's one more. So this is one. Okay, let me explain. So you're at the fourth one at the moment.
you see the five.
The fourth one, which was this one here.
The symbol of
Power.
oh, power.
Okay, symbol of power. Yeah. Over multiple domains.
What was this one?
Which one?
The
Third one.
The
Number
third
3.
one?
Third one.
Symbol of what?
Longevity.
Longevity.
The fifth one, the symbol of death, is the one that you are approaching, Rami.
Yo.
And then beyond that is the creature, and directly behind the creature is the sixth one that you cannot see.
Okay. So, how are we going to reach that thing?
Can we go around it?
Well, I don't see why not.
I mean, it looks shackled. Just be on guard.
But the symbol's right within that thing's clutches.
Oh, we'll be fast.
Should I try and remove its curse? Or do you think that's going to unlock something that we don't want to unlock?
Oh, maybe not.
I don't know.
I don't think releasing it. I think it was put there at the bottom of this volcano, so when it does erupt, it might actually kill it or hold it in place.
Why do that? Why go to those lengths?
Maybe.
Okay, look.
Let's be quick.
I'm happy to go toe to toe with this thing, just as long as somebody can get an etching maybe of the symbol.
Ha-Kapella gets out a bit of charcoal and a pencil. 2 people just in case to do the etching, so we can compare notes.
How big are the symbols?
The pieces of stone where they cut the area of my hand, and so inside the symbols are about the size of a dinner plate.
Okay.
So if we were to lay the paper on it and rub it, would it?
Yeah, look.
Parchment.
Yeah, parchment.
Tnemrot and I can do distraction. We'll keep the thing occupied.
Oh, so you want Ha-Kapella to go into safety and draw the etching so she doesn't get hurt? Is that right?
Well, they'll all be in danger, really.
Okay.
What? Hey, this is what we usually do, right? You know, we go toe to toe.
Okay, let's go.
You're all right.
Inside Tnemrot, she just kind of like looks at Lona and she just feels like a slight burning sensation in her fingers. And then she immediately smiles and goes, yes, let's go. And she draws her mace.
All right. Good. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Azmat, you're ready for our exit? You're our exit?
Okay, I will set this up. Can you just move these for me, please?
Oh gosh, I have to get this etching. What is the granite smooth? Like
Granite is this kind of grayish stone. So,
because if I were to do that, wouldn't I just get every other bump in the granite and the stone? Anyways, that's not the point.
okay, as you're coming up, you can see that the ground around this creature in shackles is split. And you can hear, and you can see through some cracks the flowing magma below.
So that's where the magma disappeared into.
Into lava tubes below the ground. Can you guys just randomly start putting some things around, but not on here.
Ooh. Oh, I see.
No.
Hello,
Suddenly
Medora.
they hear a mystical energy.
Medora, is that you?
So this is the closest we've got. It's just a skeleton, I realize, but that is not what it in fact looks like. Okay?
It looks worse than that.
It looks a truckload worse than that.
Tnemrot. Best friends? Bardic inspiration. Best friends.
Tnemrot looks to Sully, and then she looks to Ha-Kapella, and then inside she knows that Ha-Kapella only gave it to her because she's trying to deceive her in some way. And she
Fair enough.
looks back at Ha-Kapella and she smiles.
And she gives you the thumbs up.
Best friends. She keeps walking.
Okay. We haven't.
It's from the deck.
Mon, best friends?
In Sully's head, he's like, Tnemrot didn't cheer for me at all during that fight that I had with Lona. She didn't say a thing.
Okay. We're approaching the
You approach, okay? You come on this side here.
Okay.
The ground shakes. The earth. There's a shout that rends through the earth as more lava is just thrown into the air. The entire ground shakes. Everyone makes a strength saving throw or be thrown to your feet.
Ooh, please.
I think that's a bit of me.
8 minus 1, 7.
16.
7.
22.
Lona and Sully fall to the ground,
Watch out,
as
guys.
does Azamat.
Oh! Damn it!
You
You
alright?
can see
Is everyone alright?
No, and it's blue, I'm sorry, which isn't nearly as intimidating as it should be, but that's what I've got at the moment. Okay. And a purple filigree. Shimmers in the air directly behind. And out steps a dwarven and a dwarven zombie undead thing, and a gnome whose head goes.
Who the frick are these homies?
You played the dwarf in a one-shot.
Did I?
And
What's my name?
You're Farsha the Fierce. You were the gnome.
I was the gnome.
You're the Naomi.
Yes, and they appear, and I shall place them there. And you can just, for a brief moment, through this small portal, see the feet of Casimir.
Oh, what the heck?
And then it closes, leaving the dwarf and the gnome behind.
How did I
but-
know they were here?
That is what I'm about to explain. And you hear the words, they have broken the ward, killed them.
What word?
Okay, anyway, the plan.
The
Ha-Kapella,
symbols.
what you doing first?
Ha-Kapella starts off where she's moving.
Go for it. Move yourself wherever you want to move.
1, 2, stepping over Sully, 3, 4, 5. Going around there.
For Ha-Kapella.
To try and get closer to this thing to get a good look. And at the same time, she gets out her light. Oh, that's not gonna work, is it? She's gonna get out her. Nope, light crossbow it is, and just go twing at the gnome.
Roll it.
17 plus the stuff, but 17 plus 5.
It strikes the gnome.
Yeah.
Yes.
D8, baby. D8. It's a 3 plus 2, 5.
Okay.
And extra attack.
Hey!
And she reloads the thing.
Yes, extra attack.
14 plus 5 equals 19.
You still hit.
All right. Ooh, 7 plus 2?
9.
9.
What did you do the first one?
5.
5.
Thank you,
plus
okay.
9, and then it's both at the gnome.
Okay, Lona.
Lona gets up slowly with
Yes, 2 of your movement.
1, 2, and he looks up and he sees these guys. Oh, not those guys again. Magic missile, but he wants to split it. He wants to use a sorcery point to.
Okay, you don't have to roll. They always hit.
Okay. Shaboosh!
3d4 for each of them.
3d4.
Yes, love that.
Come out, man.
You got enough, buddy? Oh, yeah, nice.
Once.
Oh, 4, 4, 1. Let's go 9, 10, 11, 12.
Was that the gnome or the dwarf?
Let's go. I'm going to go for the gnome.
Okay. Ooh, the gnome is taking a beating already.
Die.
And now same thing for the dwarf. Roll them again for the dwarf.
Here comes Dorvy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Not as good. Okay. Okay, it impacts.
Up I go!
1, 2.
And then he wants to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Oh, yeah!
I need you to make an athletics roll.
Okay.
It's an easy roll, but still, it's not an easy situation with the ground lurching below you.
Here we go. That is an 18.
Okay, yes, no problem.
And then
You're there.
Then he looks at this thing, he looks at it down the sights, and he pulls out 2 javelins and he hurls them forward.
Okay, roll.
At the gnome and the dwarf.
Over the top or past it.
Yeah, to these 2 on either side.
Okay.
For the gnome is it a 14 or a 13? It's one of those 2. It's a 13.
Not good enough.
And then for the dwarf, it is a natural 1.
Definitely not good enough. Ha-Kapella. Sorry. Ha-Kapella. And so your 2 javelins are gone forever as they go past and go sploosh into the lava behind.
I thought it was a nice javelin.
You sure it was?
Jump across the lava?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure it wasn't the sword of Saltivana that you threw?
No, I didn't throw that.
Okay.
Spear of Sotamana.
No, I didn't throw that.
Okay,
Don't be silly.
I follow suit and I go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can I jump from here?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, and I jump across.
Okay. Make an athletics roll.
Okay. Uh, 10.
Okay. It's good enough to make it, but I'm sorry. Your feet are dangling down.
What?
In the lava?
Not in the lava.
Okay.
The way that lava.
Party gets party.
The way that it over.
Can I add my bardic inspiration?
Yes.
A 6.
I take that back. Goosh, you land in front of Sully.
Nice. Okay, I look at the beast in front of me. I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for that? Yes.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, that's a filthy little 8. So that's
No.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on the creature in front of me.
Ooh, okay.
Love that.
Oh, do I roll?
I don't think you're wrong.
Oh,
I think it just
great.
works.
Okay.
And you get to choose an ability score that it gets disadvantage with.
Wisdom? Is that your
Wisdom.
wisdom?
Okay.
It doesn't apply to saving throws. So it doesn't work like how we thought it did.
Oh. So the target has disadvantage on ability checks. So
Yep.
what's...
Probably strength is probably if it's
Yeah.
going to be breaking out.
Yeah, okay, strength.
Okay. Why am I helping you?
I said the same thing.
Nice.
Okay. It's the turn of the enemies. The gnome
Yeah.
launches itself with its floppy neck. Kind of goes, launches itself, somersaults through the air, and lands on the other side.
Uh-oh.
Successfully. 2, 3, 4, 5. Does a dash.
Ooh.
Ah!
And
Ah!
no.
Huh?
I'm gonna push you in.
Oh!
Make a strength check.
I'm using inspiration for this. I'm not pulling.
Well, roll. I mean,
Roll it.
roll it first.
You got it.
Yeah. 6 plus 3? 9.
9.
Did you roll a 9 or a 3? 6?
Oh, a 9. It's a 9. 9 plus 3, 12.
Nice.
You're
You
right.
hold your ground.
Ha-Kapella just skids a little bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing launches itself at the dwarven woman zombie thing. It doesn't care, and it runs up to both of you and attacks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Attacks Tnemrot. Its sword. Its rusty blade, 24.
Yeah, that's a hit. Oh.
11 points of damage.
Yeah, Tnemrot can just like feel it slash against her chest as she takes 11 points of damage.
The creature, as it kind of came over, launched itself against its bindings and went for it with its teeth for the dwarf as the dwarf ran past and was completely ineffective. Missed completely. Ha-Kapella, it is your turn. You've got this little gnome, assassin, undead thing at your back.
Yes, behind me. All right, so I have my Duran's battle axe, and I'm gonna try. What am I gonna try and do? Oh, I'm gonna try and hold it and spin it so that we swap places.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yes, you
Of course
can.
it's possible.
Plus anything?
Yeah, your strength.
7 plus 3?
I'm sorry, she's too nimble.
All right, and that's an action?
That's one action. That's one
All right,
attack.
and I'm gonna do it again because I've got an extra attack.
Okay.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna go the other way. What? 7 plus 3. Okay.
So it's just really fast for something with no neck.
Ha-Kapella like Ha-Kapella, okay, and she can't do any more actions, so instead what I'll do, I can't move either because I'm already attacking.
You can move.
Can I?
Yeah. Attacks aren't your movement.
Opportunity attack.
Not if you go around it. Then you're not leaving its side.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I'll just go here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Counter Charm to my team. And she's like, as she's like trying to like swing this thing around, she's like kind of doing, ooh, let's dance, guys, let's go, party time, and that's her counter charm for everyone. So this round, next round.
I would like you to tell me what the range of that is.
Yes.
And while you're looking that up, Lona.
Lona goes, looks over at Ha-Kapella. What are you dancing with that thing for? And then Lona goes 1, 2, flanks it, and is gonna firebolt him.
Okay.
Ooh, fire.
15 plus 8. No, I didn't have the Sword of Arcane in my hand. Let's plus a 7 to that.
It still hits.
Yeah, that's a 22. Okay.
30 feet. Whoever's near.
Come on, yeah, there you go.
Just barely in range for all of your companions.
Just barely.
Just barely.
So,
But
All of
it.
them.
okay, cool.
9 plus 8 equals 17.
Love that.
Right.
Stubbidibish.
Right in the back of the head, and its head goes lunges forward, and the whole back of its skull is gone.
Ooh. As this little dwarf and undead thing did come alive again, is what he suspects it is, comes towards him, and he's like, back off! And then he lunges forward with the spear assault of Anna.
Yes.
And it is a 16.
16! Mm-hmm. Catches it on its shield.
And how about this? 25.
That hits.
He turns, he adds a superiority die to this.
Yeah.
Great. And so that comes to 12. He makes a shoving attack.
I thought that was happening.
So please save a strength save against, I think it's 13. Oh no, I've got proficiency of 4, so that means it's a 14.
Holds her ground.
Oh, you're sturdy. As a bonus action, he's a shield master. Bam! He does the same thing again and tries to shove it.
Okay.
And I think that's just my save again. It's a save again.
I get a 14.
Oh, that saves. Just
barely.
You go over.
And you can imagine her feet have been pushed back, and little bits of gravel from the lava flow float and go into the lava behind, but she's right on the edge. Tnemrot.
Okay, I feel the momentum that we're gaining from this. So I'm going to whack it with my mace. Bonus action, can I light it up?
Yeah.
Okay, I light my mace. And I'm going to go for a big wahoonie.
Wahoonie.
Yes.
Yes, that's a big
+5.
wahoonie.
That hits.
Nice. Okay.
Mighty big wahoonie.
1d6. Oh no, how much is my 3d6?
Yep.
3d6 plus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15!
Douche.
The damage.
That does it.
She's not
That
here
does
to mess
it.
around.
Let's go.
And the helmet gets kind of, because it's kind of rusted armor, the side of the helmet just breaks away completely, exposing this kind of rotten flesh and exposed like cheekbone below. It turned. The dwarf.
It turned.
It turned.
It turned.
The dwarf
It turned.
swirls its sword around twice. And it goes once for each of you. Black die is Tnemrot. Sully. It misses.
Yeah.
Tnemrot. It gets a natural 1.
Yeah.
And has to make a dex saving throw or become overbalanced and fall into the lava.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's not very good at dex saves.
Okay. Let's see it, Declan.
Natural 20.
What?
As soon as it attacks me, I'm just like fuming. I have an enraged ball of fury in my head and it's just expelled. So my whole body just like goes rigid and I say, don't touch me! And I hellish rebuke.
At the same time, as the thing jumps out the way, Sully runs up behind her and he comes in for a riposte because he's using his reaction because he missed an attack. She missed an attack on him.
Okay, both of you go for it.
These are teams, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, okay, great.
You have to roll to see if you hit first with Hellish Rebuke or not.
I'm using my inspiration.
Oh, do I have to roll to see if I hit with hellish rebuke?
Or is it a save? Is it a hit thing?
I'll do Sully while you look it up.
Okay.
Do you need a book?
Got one.
11.
Not good
Suspect
enough.
that-
Catches it on her shield again.
Suspect that's a no. And as for Hellish Rebuke,
It's a race.
the spell's action.
Well,
Hellish Rebuke, here it is. Dexterity saving throw.
dexterity saving throw.
And then you take half damage, that's right.
Fails!
Oh, that's nice.
12.
Wow, you guys have done a truckload of damage to both of them. So, guys,
Yo.
the little gnome thing,
Yes.
Pipsqueak.
gnome pipsqueak,
Smaller than me. It's a pipsqueak.
yeah,
I know.
disengages.
Never seen a gnome before. Oh.
Jumps across,
Disengage.
disengages.
Coward. Ha-Kapella
Dun,
calls out.
dun, dun, and then goes. Ooh. And a little hand crossbow. Two-handed little hand crossbows. One
Is
for
that
each of you.
legal?
Ooh, 25 against Ha-Kapella.
Yeah.
Ooh, natural 20 against Lona.
Come on! Oh, you're dead!
All right, go on. Give us.
4 against Ha-Kapella, but make a Constitution saving throw. There's something on these.
Oh.
Come on, poison.
Con save.
Lona.
You have advantage on it.
I
Dwarf.
I do.
Nice.
I mean, that was a pretty good roll anyway.
Nah, yeah. 14, 16.
Okay, you're not affected by the poison. Lona,
It's a little
make a
tickle.
Constitution saving throw.
11?
Add
Glass?
what? Add some stuff.
It's
I
my.
think he's not going
What's
to be
his
able to add
character
enough.
sheet? What are you doing playing without your
Almost
character
certain that
sheet?
he's not going to be able to know.
0.
So 11.
Yeah.
Where it strikes you in the abdomen, you feel this kind of spreading, burning sensation. Next turn, we'll talk about what that does.
Oh, what
Walking
the heck
up
was
on
that? I don't.
So,
The heck was that?
covered both of them. Now, behind you, this being goes some kind of bestial roar. How does it even roar when it doesn't have any internal organs? I have no idea.
Wow.
But it does.
It's just the bones clacking.
And the earth shakes, and the lava from inside just kind of bursts up in a torrent. Everyone make a dex saving throw as the lava goes spraying everywhere.
Oh boy.
I failed it.
18.
Whoa! 4?
3.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah,
That's
great. Cool. I get to add my shield onto it because I'm a shield master. 23.
good. That must be nice.
Ha-Kapella,
Yeah.
what'd you get?
4.
Dirty 20.
No. 23.
3.
I enjoyed that. Not that you failed that. I don't like that.
I didn't roll particularly good. You guys only take 9 points of damage.
Half damage for the tiefling?
Half damage from the team. I mean, it's not technically fire, but definitely. So only 4 points for you, 9 for Ha-Kapella.
Very nice.
And it pulls
Give 'em
on
tea.
its it pulls on its chains. At disadvantage.
Yeah, come on, Hex.
Oh yeah!
I rolled a 16 and a 17.
Uh,
One of the chains, rusted chains, is dislodged. It now has, instead of just the movement of these 2 squares,
Yeah.
it now has reach of these 9 squares.
Oh.
I wish we harmonized.
That's their turn. Ha-Kapella.
Ha-Kapella runs.
Please tell me that thing's on ours.
3. What's this jump?
That's a 2-foot jump. That's 10 foot.
Nah, I said 2 foot.
I said 2 foot to begin with. That was my rule last time.
Can I
You said grapple. No, you said hug.
Oh my god, that was so annoying! I said grapple!
You said hug.
You were here, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll be all 5.
Can't you
Okay.
just walk through it?
I'm a dwarf can do that, right?
Athletics roll. Basically, I'm really wanting you. You don't want a bad roll. but
I know.
you should be able to do this. You're pretty good.
You got this, you got this, you got this, you got this. Come on.
Athletics or
Athletics.
acrobatics?
Let's go athletics.
Yeah.
If I flip, can I do acrobatics?
It's not going to change how far you can
You
jump.
got this, you got this.
16 plus 3. Okay, we're good.
You guys are
plus 4.
You guys are dicing with death.
Dirty
You jump
20.
over the lava stream.
Boom! Boom! She's here. While she's doing that, she's doing a bonus action of come hither the light. So her little thing.
Oh,
God of War amulet. And she looks at this.
Oh, you want to see what's on? Your action is to see what's on that. Okay, you ready? Everyone else, close your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds.
Okay.
Is it?
1,
Let's go Ha-Kapella.
2,
Write it down.
3,
The Mona Lisa.
4, 5.
Okay.
Okay, that's your action. Lona, you can open your eyes. Lona, you're up.
Lona moved over 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha-Kapella, you're right.
She's still looking at the thing.
And then while Ha-Kapella's looking now, Lona fires firebolts into this guy.
Okay.
So, 12 plus 7,
Nice, bro.
19.
You hit it.
Yes!
We love that. We love that.
Cool.
I like that.
I like that.
4.
That's
It
Whoa.
is enough.
What?
It is enough.
4?
Yeah, you guys had done a truckload of damage on this gnome. Yeah, so you want to
Roll
explain?
Yeah, and then Lona just emotes up, fires as his firebolts run in, and I want it to one to hit the head, another to hit the chest, and the other one just to hit. Oh wait, is that magic missile or is that firebolts?
No, fireball's one thing.
One thing. I want to hit him straight in the gonads. So,
Okay.
so he crumbles forward into the lava.
Okay, and it's a she.
She.
Yeah, and she's.
Oh!
The fire as it goes in goes.
Is that Acacia?
That was, and thus ends Fascia the Fierce.
Fasha, I think the dwarf's on us. Fasha's the dwarf.
So we
Is it?
Yeah.
I got the wrong name then. Lily.
Okay,
Lily.
Lily.
You
Lily
play
was no
Fasha.
more.
These are two of your
Yeah.
characters.
And it just as the gnome falls into, you go, yeah. You never gnome about me, do you? No, okay, never mind.
Ha-Kapella's right there, Jack. Ha-Kapella was looking at the thing, but she heard that, and she just goes and looks at Lona like,
It wasn't my finest work. Okay?
really?
Everyone has disadvantage on intelligence.
You don't know me.
Man,
The moment's
man, that don't hit.
Sully.
Okay. Enough of these god dwarful parts.
God, dwarful.
13.
Ronnie hit his head on the shit.
No. It's okay. No, not even close.
Yeah.
Because you said a
16.
Yes.
No, not good enough.
Oh, botheration. There. Bonus action shield.
Get it, get him.
DC 14. Shove.
18.
Oh, stop looking so regretful. But he shuffles over this way.
Okay. One more over and you'd be flanking.
Well,
Oh, I shut up. I'll shut up.
that
I was meaning that you could go over here, but no, that would be stupid. Okay.
trying to convince me to walk into the
I
lava.
move to the flank position. Firstly, I turn around and I look at the skeleton and I fire Eldritch Blast in their direction.
Okay.
Bum, bum. Oh, that's a little nasty little 12.
That was a nice little
At
prayer.
Eldritch Blast at this thing, which cannot move, so
13.
13. I'll allow you to have advantage. Actually, you can roll again because it's half bound.
18.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Great. When you reach 5th level, 2 beams. Okay.
That's you.
So wait, is it 1d10? 2d10?
2d10.
2d10. These are 10s.
Because you're level 5. It's also hex damage.
Oh, plus an extra 6-sided dice. Is that hex?
Is it just 1?
Yeah. Yeah.
1d6, yeah, cool. Okay, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage
Yeah.
towards the skeleton. And then bonus spiritual
Skeleton.
weapon.
Okay.
Let's get it on.
3.
Let's
Can
get
I
it
use
on.
At
my
advantage.
inspiration?
At advantage because it's.
I'm right here.
Damn it! It's a 5.
No.
It's okay. Sorry, I didn't really
Okay.
take damage to it.
The dwarf pushes Sully into the lava.
Wow.
Dwarf tries to push Sully into the lava.
All right, make a
love
strength check.
No way, Sally. It's not gonna get you.
No way. 24. As this thing does that,
Uh-oh.
I'm going to use a riposte.
Okay.
As an attack, I'm making it a grapple.
Oh.
Do you mean a hug?
Are you sure?
A grapple, not a hug.
Yeah, sure.
So as it swings and misses me, as it goes high, I actually come in and catch her under the arms and go for a hug.
I squeeze.
Flanking.
A hug?
Yes.
Did you say hug?
Cool, that is plus my 22.
Nice.
You've got it. Around the underneath the arm.
What I just want to do is just use her momentum against her, so she's travelling at me. I hug her and then just toss her.
Nobody tosses the dwarf.
And I just want to toss her over here.
All right, strength roll.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on. 14.
It is good enough.
I didn't know dwarves can fly.
That's what you're doing, right?
Absolutely.
What's Asmat up to? Is he helping?
Yeah.
So, you know, don't worry, I had remembered that I'd forgotten. He donked his head when he fell down.
Yeah.
He's an old guy.
Old guy.
You know?
Yeah,
An old
Concussion.
man.
Does he have a Medicare bracelet?
Help, I'm falling and I can't get up.
Okay, he stands up.
Nice of you to join us.
Goes pump, pump, pump.
Sully looks over and he's like, oh gosh, that really is quite gruesome.
I like it.
And does a ray of frost.
Oh.
Yep.
Success.
Sully.
Frost hits the creature right in the chest. Were you not finished with your turn? That was a riposte. No, it's not. It wasn't your turn.
Yeah, no, but he just wants to say something.
Okay.
He says, is that thing connected to the island somehow? When it roared, the lava exploded.
Do you think if we kill the creature, then the island explodes while we're on it?
I don't know.
Do you remember how I said just last time that it could now move within this 9 square?
Bring it.
It grabs with its free arm. It comes up to Tnemrot and grabs.
No.
Watch out.
18. Grabs you, pulls you in, and bites.
Bite.
It connects to your armor only.
Yeah, I forgot I had these like shield. I purposely have shoulder shields in case of shoulder bites.
Yes.
Yeah, so he catches on my shield and I and I wanted him to do that.
Embarrassment damage.
Excellent. It roars again. These kind of abilities that they have what's called a recharge. And if you roll, they don't work until you roll a certain number. I just rolled that certain number. Roars again, and the lava up in the air again. The dwarf and the gnome are just gone.
Yeah.
Lava splats everyone. Make a dex saving throw, everyone.
Natural 20.
Yeah, buddy. That's what we like.
16.
Oh, what?
14.
22.
I use a skeleton.
Sully's just behind us.
Oh, what?
Azamat is the only one that fails.
Oh, Asmat.
15 damage to Azamat.
Oh.
Snap. Asmat.
Okay. Ha-Kapella, we're up to you. It's got Tnemrot in one arm.
Ha-Kapella. She looks at the thing again.
Nice.
Real quick.
As an action or as a bonus action?
As a bonus action.
Okay, you got, this is only 2 seconds. Ready?
I just.
1,
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your bonus
I wanted to clarify something. Yeah. And then after that, while she's looking at it, she jumps up onto it,
Okay, I love
and then
that.
she gets Turan's battle axe and goes donk.
Ooh, I think you're technically flanking or not?
I would say you would.
I mean,
I'd say.
Yeah. I think so.
I've also got height.
if not a sneak attack.
Nice.
So flank.
Flank, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
do it.
Donk. Yeah. 15 plus 5, I believe.
30, 20.
Oh, 15 plus 7. Sorry.
You smush it, crunch.
And it's with
Run
2
for
hands,
Valor.
so that's D10. 4. Then my second action, I'm just gonna go donk again.
Okay.
Another bonk.
Donk.
Another 15.
Okay.
So it's gonna be +7, blah blah blah. 7. Oh, I forgot to add my So what did I get earlier?
You got a 5.
5 plus 4. Sorry.
9.
9, and then 7 plus 4. I
Plus
can't
4?
math.
You got a strength +4? Oh, you got a +1x?
Yeah, that's right.
That's so cool.
My damage.
Oh, you have really hurt.
They're like, get off my best friend! And then, and as Raylene, I don't want to do this, but I have to play fair. What happened to that doink? To Lona.
We haven't gotten to him. We haven't gotten to
Was
him
it
yet.
that? Was that the route?
We haven't gotten to him.
Oh, okay.
Raylene, kill him.
I was like, I don't want to do it, but I know I might forget it, and I was like, okay. So that was my bonus action. That was a movement.
She's aiming for you.
Sorry, I want to play fair. I was inspired by Chester. I mean, Rob.
Okay.
He always played fair.
Lona,
Yo. Poisoned.
You die.
poison. Extra 6-sided. Extra 6 of damage. Another 2. At the end of your round, you'll be able to roll that again. Okay, Lona, what you doing?
Lona is grimacing from the pain in his, I think it's his kidney. Lona wants to try and jump.
Okay.
No, actually, I'm not going to jump. No, I'm just going to shoot firebolts from here.
Yep.
Okay, is that all right?
Add advantage because it's got 2 people surrounding.
Yeah. Yes. Delish.
10 and 1.
Does he even need it? Yes.
10 plus 7.
Because you still haven't pulled the sword out yet.
Yeah, no.
17 hits?
17 hits. Yes.
You got it, bro. You got it. Pull that sword out. God. Bonus action.
12.
Wow. Okay. Great, but not done yet.
Yeah, he kind of watches as the roar goes up from the skeleton thing, and then he's just trying to put 2 and 2 together. Does he? Is this the sorceress? Does he?
Do you want? Okay. So, what you know? It's dead. It's an undead thing.
Yeah.
And there definitely is a connection between it and the island. So if you think that makes it the remains of the sorceress, then sure.
Okay.
But that's up to you.
Well, at any rate, it's got Tnemrot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Great. And I love the way you stepped in front of Lona's line of fire. That's cool.
Just for now. That is a 16.
A 16 will hit.
Yes, great. He is turning that into a disarming attack.
Okay.
So here comes some damage for ya. That is, yep, 12.
My goodness.
And it must succeed on a a strength 14.
Fail. Let's go.
I make it let go of Tnemrot.
And Tnemrot, you have been let go. And in fact, when you disarm it, you disarm it.
No.
Its whole arm. And what was left of shriveled flesh falls off.
Is that the arm that was attached to the final chain? Or the other arm?
No, because it must be the one that was holding on to Tnemrot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
Good thinking, guys. Good thinking. Tnemrot.
Okay, Tnemrot falls out of its grasp and she turns straight around and she just looks at its foot and she just reaches out her hand and she tries to remove its curse.
You know how to remove curse?
Do I have to roll for that?
No, you don't.
Okay.
This remove curse stuff I'm really into
I
it.
can't wait to bestow a curse.
Yeah.
And the bones fall apart.
That.
They just completely fall apart. And it falls into a pile of dead bones. Of lifeless bones.
Did we just kill it?
Oh.
What's the lava doing now? What's the island doing?
And the lava splurting at the top, right, goes and just subsides. There's still lava flow from in front of you and around you, but the island seems to come to peace.
I think we did it. Yeah. I think you did it, Tnemrot.
Can we check the rock?
It's a hexagon with spiky things.
Oh.
It took me 2 looks to get it right. Right? Yeah?
That's the final symbol.
Wow.
Yeah. With 6 spikes all around.
Leading to the center.
Yeah.
Once Sully's taken like a trace of this, he jumps back over to Azamat and then he kind of holds up the symbol.
Azamat says, that looks like a golem symbol to me.
Oh.
Right, the hexagon.
What the heck?
Tnemrot, do you recognize it?
Do I?
Yeah, it looks like a golem symbol, but you don't know that specific.
I don't know the specific one.
Yeah, but it's definitely golem.
Well,
My question is if Mortine, no, what's his name?
Casimir.
If Casimir can bring those and teleport those guys here, if they're only a stone throw away from my home.
We broke the ward. That's what he said. What's the ward?
ward.
The ward.
Does he mean
The ward.
these symbols?
Can he track you?
Well, he was able to track my mum somehow.
That was a while
She mentioned that there was a risk of him being able to track you too, I think.
Azamat says, a ward is usually a protective circle that's put around an area, and when one crosses that area, the person who placed the ward gets alerted. So we clearly,
The island was a ward.
Around this
clearly crossed that ward and alerted whoever created that ward,
Where's this Casimir?
which is, we would assume so.
He knows we have the symbols then.
Who knows
So-
where we are?
He'd be a fool to not act on that. Well, this is it then. Neither of us can back down now.
It's done.
Do you think we can... We probably can't go back to your island. We'll just lead him right there, wouldn't he? Oh, well, he does know where it is already.
We're going back to him.
Got to head back to Aratai.
Do we know how to use these symbols?
We have to etch it onto something. Well, it's on granite, and there's gold involved.
So Azamat says, so we've got 6 symbols.
And
I
they're
know
straight.
I know 5 of them and how they're drawn, but I don't know the 6th one at all.
Oh.
So to destroy his phylactery, those 6 symbols need to be etched onto his phylactery, but I have no idea the order of the lines.
So
He, Sully goes, can I see that amulet? Any similarities? Any clues?
I'm sorry, it's not exactly the same. Ronnie, you're going to say something.
I was going to say, if that's a Goom symbol, the only thing that can read it is someone from Goom.
Do you think Zaraga is still a person we can find?
Or book.
Or a book? Or book?
Book.
Luke, she's an orc from the south, right?
Gosh, I can't tell who's from Golem anymore.
We just
Zaraga definitely is from Golem. She's the high priestess and whatnot.
Yes.
She would know more about this.
She's not
We didn't
into
exactly part on friendly terms.
Yeah. Oh, who says we have to be friendly to her? And she like Ha-Kapella cracks her
Well.
knuckles.
We don't know what order to draw this in.
We have a book from Golem, right?
If you peruse that book, it doesn't show you
How to draw that?
how to draw this. You start at the 3rd intersection with a lateral line.
What if we do a science experiment?
Sully,
We do the 5 symbols on a thing, and I don't know, Ha-Kapella's, I don't know,
Daddy.
and just do this at different orders and just
Sully
trial and
puts
error.
pats Ha-Kapella on the head, and then looks,
She can't think.
and then looks at the stone. He's really racking his brain to try to work out if there's a way that I could tell what the sequence was. of
I'm a
drawing
dwarf.
this.
Stone cutting, does that do something?
You want to see if you can tell. All right, guys,
Like,
go for it.
Stone cunning, come on.
Intelligence roll.
My intelligence history check. Yeah.
Maybe there's something in the the entry point of it all and the lift off.
Yeah. Wait, does proficient mean? No, that's not advantage. It's just this.
I just have this feeling that we're going to have to find someone that can actually read the symbol.
Azamat
Who do you know?
says, if you get it wrong, we don't know what's going to happen.
It could be very.
We need someone to tell us the order.
Cool.
Tnemrot starts thinking about where they can find something, and then she sees Sully walk over to Ha-Kapella and caress her head. And then she just kind of turns away and just starts walking towards where they came from.
Okay, and you leave the group.
Tnemrot?
Where's she going?
Oh, she jumped.
Stupid
Good job.
idea. But what if I can use this to teleport us back to
Sarcophagus.
this one's north of Aratai, where the goon forces are? If we kidnap a goon person, do you reckon I'll be able to?
It can't just be any goon person.
Risky. Thrusting ourselves deep into an arming territory.
And I think we will finish there.
Oh my gosh, what was I thinking?
Ooh, mystery.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
No, wait.
These symbols are going to be able to contain, or no, destroy. Are they? Do they have to be aligned in the same
It has
way?
to be aligned, and they all have different purposes. You put all the purposes together, and you make a cake.
Reversal of nature.
And whoever
containment,
we-
power, death, longevity.
And you don't know what the sixth one
I
is.
know what the sixth one is.
You guys did very well.
Thank you.
I said at the beginning that I would not be surprised. You weren't here, Raylene. I said I would not be surprised if there was a character dead. And if it
You made me play. You let me play without telling me.
falling in the lava,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Definitely have done it.
Real bad.
that's real bad. I heard that's real bad.
I think it kind of hurts.
I heard it tickles a little.
Yeah, I've heard it's bad to fall in lava.
And depending upon how long you stayed in that first scene with Martine Casimir, one more round, I think someone would have gone down if there was one more round.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Were you being kind in that, or was it just the luck of the roll?
Why'd you have to think of Leah?
Azamat was always going to, in my prep, Azamat was going to do that barrier.
And that was it.
But it was just depends on how long it would take you guys to get out of there.
Sorry.
Thinks of Leia. We waste our teleportation just to go halfway across town.
I love that. That was so cool.
He was like, oh my god, this man is gonna do it.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks so much. I want to say a big thanks to our followers, our subscribers, our Patreons, and our two sponsors, the Nine Realms Gaming, who do beautiful handcrafted accessories for the D&D world. When you support our sponsors, you actually support us.
Yeah.
Please go check them out. They've got a 10% discount for our followers. Legenz 10, and they're at checkout. And also Bespoke Boutique. I was thinking birthday presents, right? If you know someone who's a D&D aficionado, I think they would love to get
One
a
of
character
these.
book, right?
Absolutely.
They're amazing quality as well. The pictures insane. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So we strongly encourage you to go check out Bespoke Boutique. Let me just quickly see if there's anything else I need to cover. There is coming up in 2 weeks' time, there is a charity stream that some people here in Aotearoa in New Zealand are doing called the Yes and Charity Stream. It's on the 27th of August if you're here in New Zealand, which is the 26th of August if you're in the Europe or Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
And they're raising funds for the Cancer Society.
Nice.
It's a really wonderful thing. We'll be plugging them next week as well, but they've got 60 D&D players from across Aotearoa involved. It's going to be massive.
Yo, that's lit.
Awesome.
And they said it's going to be wild because they have no idea. All sorts of things could happen.
Yes.
And I think we've covered that. All right.
Was there a giveaway?
That giveaway.
with
Did
the
anyone in the chat?
I don't
did
know what
anyone
the
in the
giveaway. I
chat-
just saw the word and I was like,
It was for the figure of Turan.
Someone just
To run,
yeah,
run.
so he's gone.
Yeah.
If anyone guessed in the chat, if anyone
the end
guessed
of
that it
Turan.
would have Farshia, Lily, Alabaster, and
Jasmine.
Yasmin,
Yasmin.
then we will send this
Technically
out.
Jasmine, but.
Hey?
Otherwise,
Oh, yeah, the Thea. What's her name? Thea.
Thatcher?
No, Thea. I didn't expect Thea to come back.
Oh, Fear!
Yeah.
Oh, Thea.
Thea.
Nice.
Thea. My bad.
otherwise, it will revert to next week, and we're going to give another challenge.
Woo!
All right, guys.
Bait said Yasmin. Oh, nice. I
Okay.
said Alabaster. Oh no, we're gonna have to cut your Turan in half.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Has to be all
kill the
four.
guy.
Can someone give us our final shout out of that we usually do?
Go play D&D, homies. That's right. Gather some friends, gather some family. Just
your partners.
grab some partners, and grab some dice, and just roll with that team. Honestly, create your own worlds, create your own characters, and have some fun.
Play the game.
Everybody play the game.